and the intro scenes, like this scene. Hello and welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around, play some Dungeons and Dragons, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you everyone so much for being here. We appreciate your presence. And a special shout out to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations to you, friends. We hope you enjoy your first taste of this group of friends, this adventuring party, and everything that this group of friends has to offer. Now, before we get into some D&D, some quick announcements and ways that you can connect with us in the future, if you were not already aware. The first being, if you like watching things like this live, make sure that you head on over to twitch.tv/Dicefunctional, where we play this game live every Saturday at around 4 p.m. Eastern time. You can chat with us live as we play the game, check out all the technical difficulties that happen, and, you know, enjoy the jokes with us as we experience the story happening live. If you need to catch up on things, if you prefer to not watch things live, or, you know, you're just bored and want to rewatch something, hey, go for it. Over there at youtube.com/@Dicefunctional, where we have our entire campaign 1, our entire campaign 2. And if you're interested in that sort of thing, we also have some one-shots. We have some other ttrpg content. We also have some art content and game content out there. It's a whole lot of all of your favorite people from this game doing stuff for your entertainment. If you prefer to listen to things wherever it is you get your podcasts, we got you covered. Just search Dicefunctional. We have a podcast feed with all of Campaign 1 and Campaign 2. If you want more information on the players or on the characters or both, just search Dicefunctional wherever you do searching. And hey, if you want to connect with us on socials, we are at Dicefunctional everywhere except for on Twitter, where we are at Dicefunctional with an underscore. But that's enough of me talking about ways to connect. Let's connect with this game and get it started. Connor, take it away.
Where we last left the neighborhood watch, they had made their way into the hidden inn, for lack of a better term, beneath Overroy's natural goods. There, the party found that it was indeed infested with members of the Stonehearts, as well as 2 individuals that they are at least familiar with. One, Borja Matos, and the man in the maroon cloak, a face that they have not seen since all the way back at that old elven fort. In the process of this, the man in the maroon cloak revealed that he is indeed a very powerful spellcaster, casting an earthquake spell and causing some damage to the inn, and you're not sure what other damage may have happened. And Borja Matos was unceremoniously killed by Frog the Ferret, who latched onto him and had a shocking grasp spell cast through him, killing Borja Matos completely.
To be fair, it was kind of an accident.
Was it?
Was it? I said kind of.
How'd you get a 15?
Still saying that. She was so close.
Person who's ever rolled a 1, so
the party managed to then safely take down the changelings who were under mind control here, tying them up and knocking them unconscious, and the Stonehearts were unceremoniously butchered. There is not a single member of the Stonehearts that is still alive. I have checked.
Good.
So, oh yes, that reminds me. There's one last detail. Where we had last off completely, you guys had knocked an opening into the center of this stone icon right here, and found that there was indeed a lead box in the center of this stone icon, and that's where we left off. All of you. You're beginning to become more and more aware of the smell of smoke, the crackling of the fire as it's beginning to consume the left-hand side of the staircase is steadily growing more and more powerful. It is only a matter of time before either you guys get choked out from the lack of oxygen or you start having to deal with the fire directly. Yes, Jess.
2 things. 1, Don't forget, Reuben rolled a natural 20 to Snoop.
This is true. Reuben rolled a natural 20 to Snoop. I know where Reuben is.
we
Doesn't
just
mean
wanted to
Reuben's
make
back
sure
yet.
No, we just wanted to make sure that was known, because that was an impressive natural 20 from Reuben.
Yep.
2, when do you want me to start rolling saves for this?
I will tell you.
Because
I will tell you when we get to that point, because you have a flaw of a damaged throat, which means that breathing-based saves are worse for you.
I automatically roll at
Is
disadvantage.
there anything we can do about the fire?
Do you guys have any options to put out fires?
I'm trying to see. I don't have any.
I have my
waters.
cloak. I can.
Anyone else create water?
I don't have
I have-
create water.
Prestidigitation. I can snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire. So, if we get
This
it
ain't
to
a small campfire, I'm going to tell you right now.
if we get it to small campfire, I can help.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a whole basically blanket wrapped around my shoulders at all times. I can try to like buffer it out, maybe.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the
At least
size
on
of
the
these fires,
tables.
the size of these fires are much further than a blanket can just put out. You need something like, you need a lot of water, or you need some other way to put it out.
Okay, can I go to like where the bar is and see if there's any water there?
Yeah, heading over to the bar, you can see that there are several casks behind it that have kind of been like housed into the backside of the actual bar area. It does not seem like water.
That's alcohol.
Yeah, I
Pour
know.
that on the fire.
We're not throwing it on the fire.
Technically
Icy
speaking,
water.
Beer isn't flammable.
Not enough, no. Yes.
Hey, I'm not gonna worry about the fire right now. I'm gonna let everyone else deal with that. I want to go upstairs real quick and check for any action, because I can't see up there, so I don't know if there's people up there. I just want to give a quick look upstairs.
Okay. You will make your way upstairs to the kind of adjoining balcony area, and you'll see that there are 3 halls, like 2 adjoining wings and 1 that goes straight back. Fitz would be aware that the man in maroon went through this hall. Also, Reuben is nowhere to be seen currently.
Can I also see the dead body of Burhas now?
Yeah, yes, what you will see is Frog, who is latched on and kind of trying to rip and tear at the body of Borja Matos, and is starting to pull and peel away bits of cooked flesh.
Darius is just gonna go over and go. Darius is gonna go. Hey, Frog, buddy. Do you want to let go? Okay. She's just gonna gently grab around his body and just kind of lift him up off that and call down, Fitz, your ferret's being weird.
Oh, leave him alone. He got a kill.
He's trying to celebrate him.
He's celebrating.
Jesus.
And she's just gonna set him down beside her and start looting the body.
Okay. Roll me perception. Or investigation.
Perception?
It's up to you. Perception would be just like generally looking for stuff. Investigation for finding things that he may have hidden on him. Investigation will work best.
Okay, caught it.
Yep.
I'm gonna argue real quick for advantage, but hear me out why.
Okay.
My specialty is in, because one of my features is ear to the ground.
Yep.
Which means my specialty is in higher class people, because my specific investigation circles was in high society. So I would know more about the kind of dress and the ways that they would hide things on their person.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yay! I don't believe that worked. I was winging it. 21.
21, you'll note a few things on this man's person. First and foremost, he did indeed he has what appears to be a key on his person. It is a nice, heavy brass key, about yay big. Looks like it may be for some kind of a lockbox or a nice chest, maybe. You'll also note he has some kind of an amulet around his neck. It appears to be jeweled. It seems to be largely unmarred from the electricity that coursed along his body. So that is noteworthy. You'll also note he has something very specific on him as a like a chest piece. It's called a silken savior. It's effectively a large pad or like a series of layered silk
It's a bulletproof vest.
that is used to prevent piercing weaponry from hitting and puncturing. It is
That's not lightning proof.
yeah, it's not lightning proof. It is correctly as Becca correctly said, a rudimentary bulletproof vest.
Take all of those.
Okay.
No money on him? That's what.
No, but he did have that. He did have that key.
Yeah. I'm also writing this down.
There you go.
I also accidentally clicked out of the map, so it's gonna take me a second to get back.
That's okay.
Because I had my stuff too close to the top. And then I'm gonna walk down one of the halls. Just gonna start with the one on the left. And I'm going to call out as I do so. I'm investigating to find shit before this place burns down.
Okay.
Um,
While Darius is doing that, everybody else, Asher, Kaz, Jill, nope, not Jill, Fitz, Fizzy, and Granny.
Jill's here.
Does
I'm trying to-
Fitz's sage stone? What can it do? Can it move dirt on top of the fires from like the fissures?
I only have Earthbind and Earth Tremor left.
Because we used the earth move for.
I
I
used move
thought there was
Earth.
like a cantrip in there.
Okay.
There is not.
I cannot create water. I cannot.
Yeah, I thought there was a way to trade out a single prepared spell, but I can't find anything of
Fizzy
it.
is currently searching for water anywhere. She can try and find it.
Yeah, I will help in that search for, or at least like anything to dampen flames.
Really, the closest is going to be the alcohol, in which case your best bet is trying to find something that is low proof.
Are there kegs of beer? Because it is a bar
Uh,
for dwarves.
I will have you roll investigate, because you're basically what you're going to do now is try to find out what the proof is. So you want to find out if it is going to put it out or spread it.
Can I argue that Granny, as a long-term
I'm
heavy
you.
drinker,
You have
I'm
a lower DC. Just roll.
I'm helping you. I'm not gonna roll
Okay.
for it.
so this is investigation.
Like I'm helping you. Wouldn't it be
Okay,
an
that's good
advantage?
because I
Yeah,
have a
because
plus
that's what help.
one.
That's what help does.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not gonna-
18.
Some of the it's good that you're checking because some of the liquor here definitely is higher proof. Some of it is lower proof. You can think there are probably about 3 or so barrels for the lower proof alcohol, which can definitely put out a good chunk of the fire, definitely. But it's going to buy you time. It's not going to put it out.
Yeah, that's fine. We just
Well,
need time.
if we get it small enough, then I can sacrifice my Serate
If we
Or-
get it to
or prestidigitation.
fucking
or prestidigitation.
small campfires.
Campfire size.
Small
Ding dong.
campfire.
Or multiple small campfires.
Or multiple
multiple
campfires.
small
If you can
campfires.
spread out the fire so that way all small
Well,
campfires.
Wait. No, that is a wooden floor.
So there's 3 different fires. So we can put a thing on each of them. Because there's
Yep.
3 different.
Yeah.
I think
You-
the big thing is the stairs, the table fires. I think we can like.
Can I
Okay.
just point out an obvious thing?
Sure.
You can shove the burning tables down the pit.
Jill was
That's
literally.
what I was.
I-
I was
Jill was
literally
raising her
about
hand to
say.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
It's
like, I mean, the 2 tables we can just like deal with.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can you help me take these casks up to the thing so we can get that fire out? And then Granny and Fitz can take down the ones down here. Just push the tables into the bottom. underground.
All right, let's move.
So Fizzy, Asher, and Kaz, are you guys gonna try and deal with the one upstairs, or not Kaz? Never mind. Fizzy and
not Kaz,
Asher.
okay,
I did not say anything about being included for this one.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm calling out. If you're not gonna do anything, that's fine. I'm calling out. I just need help because you can't do it by yourself.
Okay. Fizzy and Asher.
Are you gonna help me?
Fizzy and Asher, using several of the casks that you guys managed to find, you'll basically start to dump the alcohol onto the ones that are located up top, closer to the actual staircase themselves, trying to douse out the flames that way. Just using the shape of the stairs themselves and just dumping it down is doing a fairly good job of it. It will result in a majority of the flame being put out, or at the very least being put out to the point where it can then be snuffed using cloaks, prestidigitation, other options. Granny and Fitz, I'm going to need athletics checks from you guys.
Now, before I do this, is there by any chance a risk that I could take ouchie damage from this
Yes.
at all? I don't think I should do this.
I
I'm gonna
can
be
I can
so
slap a
real with
healing word
you.
on you.
That would probably be really good because one fucking splinter from this table and I'm down.
I'll do a first level healing word just to tide you over.
Bless your soul.
I know Fizzy probably has stuff, but
Yeah, I could, but you're also very far from me now.
yeah. There you go, 7.
Okay,
And then
hold
an
on.
athletics check, which
Back in
It's
the
like
double
the scene of
digits.
Gandalf fighting the demon, except it's Fitz in the table, falling down the pit.
it's just
Okay.
Granny's just like, all right.
You said
buckle up."
athletics?
Yes.
Okie dokie, Okeechobee.
Yippee!
So
He
with the
rolled
two
a
of you, doing this at the same time, it will make this significantly easier. To move the fires, not the fires, the tables, so that you can dump them into the actual pit itself. You will get injured because you are moving a burning table, unfortunately. But it will not be too serious, at least for the two of you. It's only going to be about 9 points of fire damage as you guys
Please tell
move.
me you don't.
As you guys get burned and move both of the tables and dump them into the pit.
Hey, Becca,
Fits.
it was really good you healed Fitz before doing that.
Oh, what are you? Were you
Okay,
at 10?
hold on. On a scale of 0 to 55,
Okay, hold
Fitz
on.
was at a 5
Scale of-
before this.
You know, I'm really feeling right now my total's really just... I'm scratching my chin, man. I don't really know what I'm doing.
This is
The thing
gonna be a
is-
constant joke now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't listen. I can only do it up to 10. I only have 10 fingers, so
I want you to know both Jill and I's sheets right now are so red.
Too,
I'm
don't
really-
worry. I'm right there with you guys.
I'm feeling it,
Everyone's
Mr.
hurt.
Krabs.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, same.
Yeah, yours is really red.
See, this is when we find out you're one of the changelings we have tied up.
Hey yo.
Um.
It feels so good, Mr. Stark.
Oh no. You guys will be able to put out the fires without any real issues, or at the very least put the fires in a spot where they're not going to spread. You do still have smoke spreading, which is not good, but it is not the worst thing that you could be dealing with in this situation.
It'll eventually dissipate.
It will eventually dissipate, yeah. Kaz, what were you doing?
Looking for my monkey.
Ah, looking for your
Stop out.
chimp.
That monkey's gone missing.
All right.
It's gone rogue.
Last, I'm going to bring you to the upstairs area because last you saw, Reuben was up here somewhere. You do not know where Reuben has gone.
Where did he go?
Darius, where are you heading off? Middle, right, or left?
Left.
What? Left?
Left.
Left? I guess I'll take right.
Also,
Righto.
took Frog with me, so he didn't keep trying to eat dead dwarf.
No, he's hungry.
It cannot be good for him.
He's a familiar. He'll be fine.
Who knows where that man has been?
Let him eat.
He's hungry.
No, wait.
It's-
Let him eat. It's very different from let him cook.
Let him cook and then let him eat.
He already cooked. He already cooked.
Damn, poor Hamato's cooked.
So you guys are split off into two separate directions, starting to look for one, your monkey, and two, your anything else. So I'm gonna hold off on you guys for. Actually, no, I'm gonna go to you guys now. That's fair. Kaz.
Okay.
Making your way along the right-hand side hall, you can see that there are what appear to be assorted rooms present here. Doors are closed off, of course, and they all look to be made in a matching pattern to the rest of the building. Very nicely made, plastered walls, stuff like that. What you will note is that any windows that you see here actually do have a they have something like an illusion to them that makes it look like you're looking to the outside world. So you see you see like a nice plains image on the outside.
Yeah, that's what the mirror pointed out.
Yep. As you continue along, would you like to roll perception or investigation?
I think my perception's better than... No, because if it's investigation, I get advantage from the hat, I think.
Yes, investigation. You have advantage on investigation for finding hidden objects. Perception is just for looking around to note things.
It doesn't hurt for investigate. There might be hidden things.
That's fair.
I rolled a... What's this one? That's a 2. So, 14 is a bit better.
14.
A little bit.
You can see that this section definitely appears to be more of a, maybe like a service hall more than anything. You're seeing a lot of smaller rooms, almost like bunks. And they appear to be very sparsely decorated, very sparsely set up. What you will note is that one of the rooms has been locked up in some way, shape, or form. You don't see any signs of a key nearby, but your investigation will show you that there is what appears to be some kind of a trash receptacle, like a little trash bin. And inside of the bin, there is what looks to be a vial with a similar colored liquid to what you have seen before.
This is the changeling liquid from that factory?
Yep.
Okay. It's also empty, right?
This
just a
one
little bit?
is mostly empty. There's a small amount left behind.
Okay. Using the intercoms, I tell Darius, found the vial that we found from the factory on the right hallway. Still no exits though, just illusion windows.
Alright. I'm looking through this way to see if I can find any paperwork. These guys weren't behind the changeling, so they must have some sort of track record of who gave it to them.
Okay.
Hold the vial, please.
Alright, I'll hold it.
Kaz, in front of you, you can also see that there is a locked room. The door itself doesn't appear to be too heavily locked, but you will need to use thieves' tools to open it up.
Fine, I'll use it. I'll use these tools for it.
Gotcha. Please make your roll.
I can't remember. What do I roll again?
Thieves' tools. Select dexterity. Yeah, you should have thieves' tools on your sheet.
Oh,
There it is.
not great, but okay.
Not great, but okay. But then again, this lock doesn't need very much more than that. It's a decent lock. Popping it open, you see what looks to be something like a storage room of sorts. It appears to have a few shelves, what may be some small lock boxes present. They aren't particularly large, but they're about yay big, yay wide. They look like maybe they'd be enough to hold like sheafs of paper, maybe. But they are locked on the front, as you can tell. But most notably, you will also see that there are several open top boxes that have vials inside of them. And there are like 2 to 3 boxes of this. Well, I'll say 3. Each one has about 24 present. So you have quite a few of those same vials of the potion that was used on the changelings.
And then you said the lockbox had documents of some sort?
It looks like they'd be large enough to hold like a regular like A2 sheet of paper, basically.
I mean, does it have anything significant said on the paper, or is it
It is
just locked?
It is locked currently.
I have to unlock it too. Too many locks.
You're a rogue!
I know, but I don't have rolls sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna try to unlock this and see what they have. Use thieves' tools again?
Yes.
Okay.
Unlocking this this little box, you'll see that it is indeed paperwork mostly. It looks to be some invoices, purchasing receipts, stuff like that. Nothing especially interesting in your eyes, at least not to you. You will see that there is definitely quite a bit of money being passed around from this place. And there are also several documents that show that quite a few weapons and sets of armor were also ordered.
Okay. Relying the information to Darius about documents specifically, and more vials of the changeling medicine.
Okay. We need to take at least one crate with us, if we can.
Oh, is it heavy, Connor? Is the crate heavy?
It's hefty, certainly. I would say it's probably a good 20 pounds. And it is also bulky, so you'll need to use both hands. There's no getting around that.
Don't we
You can
have
always-
the bag of holding? Though?
You do.
I think
Okay.
Asha's carrying it. Fizzy? Granny? I don't know
The
who's
bag of
carrying
holding should be Kaz because she wanted to hold on a ton of stuff, right?
That's
true.
right.
Yeah. No,
Got
not
it.
true.
it. I just started going through the list of the most likely to have
Yes.
it, which was Asha, Granny, and Fizzy. Didn't even think.
I'll shove it in the bag of holding then. So.
Okay. So you shove the boxes of vials into the bag of holding, as well as the 2 lock boxes of documents as well.
Yeah.
And we will move over to Darius again. Darius.
Yeah.
You made your way along the left-hand side hall. Here you can see that there are
Shh, I forgot to hit out of character.
there are assorted doors and doors and other halls that sprawl outward from here. You can see that this area appears to be the same decor, but it does not seem to have much in the way of special decorations around here. And you can see that a few of these rooms open up to be kitchens, dry storage, a few that look to be maybe refrigerated areas for temperature-sensitive goods to be held. There is definitely Actually, I will say when you walk past the kitchen, you'll see that there is at least one changeling still present here. They are just cooking.
I'm just gonna. Are they looking at me?
No.
Just gonna-
Currently they're looking at what appears to be a nail sticking up with a bunch of sheets of paper with orders written on them stuck through the nail.
Just gonna kind of walk in. Hey, buddy.
They simply continue staring at the order nail and keep blinking. They don't respond to you.
I'm gonna take the order.
They keep staring
Down at where it was, or just in general?
at where it was.
I'm just gonna kind of gently guide them out of the room. Wait, are there any fruit in here?
There is an assortment of cheese and breads around here. You don't see many fruits. Not here.
Worth it. I like getting fruit. We can dye Reuben different colors. I'll step out, guiding them by like their shoulders.
Yeah, you guide the changeling out here. They don't seem hostile or aggressive, but when you bring them out into the hallway, they will just kind of stand there. They don't really respond to anything or talk, but they're just kind of staring into the middle distance now.
Just gonna bring them out into the middle of the actual walkway. Hey, Fizzy?
Yeah?
Do you mind? This one's not doing much, but like, can you walk them down and put them with the others?
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll guide.
You will bring the changeling down towards the rest of the party. In that left-hand hall, there isn't very much else noteworthy there. It looks like this was mostly like food prep, food storage, stuff like that. Very mundane as far as things go. But you did find a changeling. The rest of the party, Asher, Fizzy, Fitz, and Granny. The changelings are all secured. I'll tell you that right now. You don't need to be concerned with them. Also, I'm gonna just real quickly there. You have another changeling. Boom. They aren't aggressive though. What would you guys like to do? Do you want to catch up with the rest of the team, or do you have certain ideas that you all wish to go about doing?
Granny's never been good at the whole searching around, so she's actually gonna basically like babysit the changelings and kind of try not to look at all the dead bodies. and I know they're like secure and stuff, but she's just kind of like, just looking at them.
Okay. Granny's gonna keep an eye on the changelings. Asher?
I don't know what of note Asher would have noticed from last time. So if Cody has an idea, I'm open to it. But
the biggest thing I will say that is noteworthy to Asher is one, the metal bars that are like going across the floor as like almost like decor. Yeah, that's adamantine. If you had the time, you could strip the floors for quite a bit of good shit. But that will take a lot of time. But the other thing that was definitely noteworthy is the lead box that was retrieved from the this icon here. And the icon looks just like the one that you saw back on the roof of Roy's house at the estate. And this is a very ornate lead box. It is about, I'll say, yay big, yay wide. Only maybe like 3 or 4 inches tall.
So it's bigger than the other one?
It looks like it is bigger than the other one, yeah.
Okay. Balls. Let me check one thing real quick. I didn't prep it. Okay. And no, I'm not gonna do anything to open it. If it's a lead box, then somebody's actively scrying on it. I don't have see invisibility to get rid of the sensors. So we'll save that. We'll definitely take the box.
No, I figured you'd take it.
Yeah. But there's adamantine in the floor?
It looks like it was largely done as decoration, to be honest with you. Like metal banding to stretch across the floor. It is, in your eyes, excessive at best, stupid at worst. Using adamantine for decoration. Yeah,
it makes no sense.
Using adamantine as decoration is just idiotic. There are so many better things you could be doing with it.
It's a money show off, right?
It's just the adamantine isn't even pretty.
No,
canonically
it's a very dull metal.
Fuck.
So,
it is utilitarian.
I'll say, particularly on this side of the room, because of the earthquake spell, it would probably be pretty loose.
Yeah. If there's anything that's loose, Asher's got pockets with essentially bag of holding in them, so he can like get some chunks.
Yeah, there are definitely like the spots that are like overexposed air. Yeah, you could definitely loosen some bolts and just pocket some what are basically like 5-foot lengths of adamantine.
Yeah.
Like this is not small. It's also not light. This is heavy. This is quite heavy. But
he'd always put his coat on the floor and slide his coat over the thing, you know.
But like Asher, you could absolutely harvest a pretty good amount of this stuff. No problem.
Yeah, without anything else and opening up that box, being in a area like this, being incredibly stupid. Yeah, we're just gonna take some adamantine, call it a day.
1 second. Yes, Jess?
We have a pickaxe you could use.
You do also have a pickaxe. A magic pickaxe.
I also have the strength of a toddler. I'm more likely to kill somebody, not me, than I am to do any sort of good with a pickaxe, as much as I appreciate it.
That is fair.
I do have 11 strength and a positive athletics score if you want some help.
What I will say, Asher, is that a majority of your harvesting will be done through Tinkerstools.
Yeah.
Not, brute strength lifting stuff out, but using like a MacGyvered pulley to be like,
oh
all right.
No, I'm an artificer who has a flamethrower and can create tools. Yeah. I create a blowtorch and start cutting the shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's perfect. It's the best option. It makes more sense.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the only resources
roll Tinkerstools, please.
Gotcha.
I used a few of your spell slots. I used the magic missile charges of the orb.
Yep, and Flash of Insight once.
Yeah.
Flash of Genius,
Flash of
Genius. Which, I'll be honest here. 1, the orb really saved some asses, and 2, the Flash of Genius really saved an ass. So they helped a lot.
And healing spells.
Oh my god, healing spells.
Healing spells. That healing spell saved us from completely dying. So
at one point, both
stopped 2 deaths
and Granny were down. So Asher was literally the only one who had healing spells left.
That was from a TPK. Let's be real.
It's stressful.
That's what Asher's good at. Tinkers, tools. Tinkers was a 10, so 28.
You have a plus 18? You have a plus 18?
I have an 18. I rolled an 18.
Oh, you rolled it? Okay, that makes more sense. I thought you said you rolled a 10 and got a plus 18. I was like, Jesus Christ, Jace. Yep. What have you done?
I mean, technically, it would have been the same numbers.
No, that's fair. Okay, so, Asher, you will begin harvesting sections of adamantine. I will tell you, you will easily get probably a good, like, 5 lengths of like these 5-foot long hunks of adamantine that are about 2 to 3 inches thick.
Okay.
This is a lot of adamantine. It's also extremely heavy. You need the bag holding. The bag holding would be needed to move this stuff. There's no getting around that.
Asher has a coat that has a bunch of.
Oh yes, and like that's
the
gonna
only
help.
reason he's
That's,
doing this.
yeah, that's basically gonna do it. I'll give a hard number on how much weight wise you got later once I do the math because I need to do the math.
Then because Asher is disgusted by this use of adamantine, he's gonna go along and just visibly score the rest of the adamantine as a fuck you to using a valuable material as decoration and being a rich asshole.
Fair enough. I can't blame you. Even when I was putting it on the map, I was like, this is just dumb. Why would you do this?
So dumb. Look at me in my gold vase.
That's just a rich asshole thing, though. Like, let's be
really
real
is.
here.
So weight by cubic foot.
Look at me and my titanium door. Why do you have a burnt titanium door? Like,
this is pointless.
Why?
It's like when you're playing Minecraft and you have everything and you just have blocks of diamonds sitting around and you're like, sure.
Well, house out of diamond. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Just because I can. All right.
Okay.
I mean, really, if you're gonna go between the two, use mithril. It's prettier.
So, while Asher is going about doing all this harvesting, Fitz, what are you doing, bud?
I guess since he's like right in front of me, the big guy that almost killed me.
Get on him.
I just wanna I'm gonna shit on him. I'm gonna take my pants out, I'm gonna shit on him.
Jesus
no,
Christ.
I'm just
The
gonna look
ultimate
and see
DM.
Yeah. Oh god. If he had any cool stuff.
And nothing extraordinary on him. He definitely had some plate mail, which that's always a fair amount of money, just by the nature of how much it costs. You can also
65 pounds.
Yeah, like it's heavy as hell too.
I've got a 15 strength score. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
They would also have probably some loose money on them. They would have probably about 25 gold. Not a whole lot in the way of funds. And they also would have a religious symbol on their person. This one is what appears to be a symbol of an eagle at the top of a mountain, with the eagle facing forward. You would recognize that would be the symbol of the god of ambition. All the taxes.
Okay. This motherfucker again. Fitz will take the symbol or whatever and start taking the plate off the guy. Not taking it anywhere, but just putting it in a pile to be put in a bag of holding at some point.
Fair enough.
Chilling. And then after that, Fitz is gonna sit down because he's got 3 HP.
Doing very rough.
He's feeling a little woozy.
Fizzy. What are you gonna do, bud? You have time. Can't hear you, Chief.
Can't hear you.
This is like, I don't know. I don't know actually what she'd be doing right now. Because like the fires are pretty much dealt with, correct?
Effectively, yeah.
Sorry. I just
You're
saw
okay.
a message come across anything that kind of made me confused. The fires dealt with. I think Fizzy's just kind of helping out if anyone needs it at this point.
So Fizzy is basically just assisting anyone who requires it, which is going to leave the investigating to Darius and Kaz. Darius, you went off to the left-hand side. Kaz, you went off to the right. Neither of you wound up finding little Mr. Reuben. You do not know where the monkey is.
You
No,
probably went in the
if-
middle.
If he went the same way as the maroon cloak guy,
Did he
he's gonna
get
get
fucked up
stomped again.
Well,
Oh my God.
only one way to. Also, this is probably the way that the Queen's Soul Gem is, so we should probably head that way.
Can I, like, temporarily just look through Reuben's vision? Just to see where he is?
You certainly may.
Okay.
Reuben closes his eyes.
Brutal. So, peering through Reuben's eyes, you will see that Reuben appears to be peering around a corner, looking forward towards a very large chamber, almost like an extra large dome. To describe it, like a half sphere. Dome. Yeah, it's fun to say it like that. Dome. And what you will see in this room is the man in maroon standing in front of a creature that they are conversing with, and this creature appears to be a very large blue dragon.
How did Reuben find a dragon?
What the fuck?
Hello?
Well, we know where the scales came from.
And you will see that it appears that the man in maroon and the dragon have finished having some kind of a conversation, and you watch as the man in maroon snaps a finger and makes this large gesture, and you see that a very big rift opens up. And he'll hold a hand out.
Now you're thinking
and
of portals.
The blue dragon will begin making their way through the portal, and the man in maroon will follow behind. And then you watch as Reuben begins running forward towards the dragon, and you'll see that there is one large, probably about like the size of like my pectoral, so maybe like I'll say 6 inches in size, a large loose scale on the dragon. And Reuben runs forward and plucks it loose as the dragon keeps walking into the portal and doesn't notice.
Why does Reuben have such balls on him?
We love that for us.
Because he's already died like 20 times.
He's
What is one
functionally
more?
immortal on this plane, so really he's got nothing to lose.
Okay.
So now you see from Reuben's eyes, he is clutching this large blue dragon scale and is kind of scurrying around with it. And then you see that he goes back around a corner to where he has a small collection of loot that he has found for himself. And he places down the dragon scale and he puts the small pile of loot on top of it and holds it. And in the center of this pile of loot, you see a bright purple amethyst.
That's the Queen's soul.
With the queen.
Yeah.
And you see that Reuben holds up this dragon scale like a plate and starts walking past the back with it.
So does that mean Reuben is walking towards us at this point?
You would assume so, yes.
Considering
Reuben!
he flies, I imagine it's more like over his head.
I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare. That for some reason, Reuben
Did you find
found a blue scale and the Queen's gem. And I don't know. Why would he have this already?
We were in a fight for like 20 seconds.
He nat 20.
He did natural 20.
I know.
Do not underestimate Reuben.
Look,
Reuben we're talking about. This
Reuben out here like, I'm built different.
exactly.
Reuben is in fact built different.
Is in fact built different.
Just be
Canonical.
glad he didn't start eating the gem.
Yeah, that was my concern.
That's
Yeah.
so
He ate a whole egg.
Look, all that matters is Reuben's on our side, all right?
for now.
As far as we know.
Reuben.
hear distant squeaking.
Come on, buddy. Fighting's over. This fire. Jazz, should we try to go meet him up?
Yeah, I mean, there's no other hallway, so...
Yeah. God, I hope he doesn't fight us for the soul gem.
I don't think so.
Have you met your monkey?
You will see Reuben begins kind of scooting along the hall, dragging the plate. The large dragon scale with him. He kind of looks over at you guys, and you see he has on that dragon scale the Queen's Soul Gem, as well as a pile of various other shiny gems that he has found and is made a collection of.
Wait a second. He was in a cave with a dragon.
Yes.
Did he steal from the dragon's hoard?
You, Kaz, you do not recall seeing any money in that dragon's den.
What the fuck, Reuben? Did you steal all of that? In
I mean, this...
20 seconds?
Where are you
No
teaching
way.
him?
I didn't teach him shit. He does that on his own.
Reuben, we need the rock that's on there. I know, buddy. Do you want help?
You pick up the dragon scale with all the gems on top of it, and that is indeed the Queen's Soul Gem. That's it.
This was in a library, which means there's supposed to be a library down this hall.
There's supposed to be a library, a small study, several other things. Yes.
Let other people investigate it now that we've found the gem. That was my main concern.
Right. How much did Reuben steal? Like, what? How much is this gold amount?
In gold, Reuben managed to steal probably about 967 gold pieces worth of precious gemstones.
He stole 967 worth of gold!
Got a suitcase full of pistols and money.
I love one monkey.
Okay,
Reuben.
I'm starting to think maybe we shouldn't teach him how to read.
No, we should.
No, we should.
It'll help.
Well, there's no sign of your kid anywhere in this facility.
No. And the fucker's already dead.
Yeah.
We should grab his body.
What are we gonna do with it?
We might need it for proof later.
But then who's gonna tell them who killed him?
The South won't give a shit.
Yeah,
They
that's it's also true. Yeah, we are giving it to the secret police, aren't we?
More than likely.
Okay. Well, as long as they don't tattle on us, then I'm fine with it.
I think it would look bad if they tattle on us. If we tell them we were the other people that we were given a mission from the South to do it. So it's kind of like a, catch-22.
Nope, sorry.
350 pounds?
Og.
That's
Dude.
so much metal.
I had to do the math because basically like a bar of adamantine is listed at 10 pounds, and Asher was harvesting effectively like small girders. So yeah, that feels like a decent rough estimate.
I mean, one of those could make a pretty effective cudgel.
Yeah. Yes, Joe.
I have this is more related to the Borhamatos thing. Can you imagine speaking or casting Speak with Dead with him being like, who killed you? And he's like, electric ferret.
Ferret.
He does not
Like, what?
know who killed him.
Pikachu.
Small ferret. Fuck me
Like,
up.
He does not really know who killed him. That's kind of funny. actually.
That's what I said. Technically, a ferret killed him. He didn't see shit.
I'm trying to think. There's not an electric ferret Pokemon, but there's a ferret Pokemon, so you know.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
There is.
Furret. It's literally named Furret.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can it learn any electric moves?
It might actually be able to learn like Shockwave or
Yes.
some shit.
It can learn Charge Beam, Thunderbolt. It can learn Thunderbolt.
There
Yes.
we go. Boom.
Reuben Pokemon, not move. Frog Pokemon confirmed.
So, you would meet up with the rest of your team. Yeah, you,
Yeah.
Darius and Kaz come walking down, holding a large blue dragon scale, as well as what appears to be a pile of gems and the Queen's Soul Gem. It's basically everything you guys are looking for here.
To get out.
I'm walking straight past everyone and just going to my husband and picking them up to the best of my ability.
Fair. Is there no other exits out?
No.
No.
So we block the only way out.
Because of strong
Give-
wood.
If we give it some time, I could reopen it. But we need to rest for a while.
That also concerns me. If the only way entrance is from the gardener door, I mean, I'm assuming. Does that mean the lady's in on it? If this is the only entrance?
There's a good chance of that.
It's possible she knows something. She would have to see people going in.
She's ancient. People probably won't believe her.
Is it entirely sealed off right now?
Hold on, I might have a solution to this.
She could also be, you know.
I know Asher would have a solution for this. It's called an explosive.
I mean, I have erupting earth.
It's also possible that she's also controlled in some way.
Yeah, okay. We can blow it up. I have erupting earth, which I think would clear it. Maybe? I don't know.
You also have a pickaxe.
We also have a pickaxe, too.
So, you guys, for the time being, set down and begin putting some of your ill-gotten gains. I won't call them ill-gotten gains. Your gains into the bag of holding or Asher's pockets in some cases. The bodies of the Stonehearts, I'm assuming you're just going to leave them where they lie?
I considered shoving them all into the crevasse.
We should probably loot them before we do that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why I thought about it, and I didn't do it. I looted one guy. And I'm at 3 HP. So I only have the energy to loot one man.
That's how that works.
I'm at 10, so I have the energy to loot 3.
And it's
Sure.
That's how it works.
Imagine checking, like, the left pocket, and it's like, I don't have the energy for the right pocket or the breast pocket.
I don't care.
It's too much work. You guys can leave them where they lie. You can dump them in there. It really makes no difference to me. What I will say is that after about, I will say 10 minutes pass, you will hear, actually, I will need perception checks, please.
Okay.
can see my little mushroom. I want to see
Oh.
the mushroom. I still
That's
gotta
20
go.
from Fitz.
Ooh, someone got a nat 20. Hey, did better than me.
Asher, what do you have?
11.
Kaz?
I rolled a 10 plus 5, so 15.
Darius?
23.
Fitz?
Nat 20, baby.
Izzy?
I also rolled a 10, but plus 8, so 18.
Granny?
5.
And Tana?
Brilliant. Excellent.
5. And Tana.
She's
All right.
back in the car.
The body.
She
in
is. She's in the
Dead.
tower, actually.
the tower. The body in the tower.
Fitz got the best, so I'm gonna focus on Fitz. You will hear the distant sounds of clattering coming from the entrance that you sealed off, as well as some deeper rumbling voices kind of chatting amongst themselves. And then some occasional ting, 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 ting.
Someone's mining down. I can hear it. So... What do we do?
Hide?
Get in the rat hole.
Yes. A rat hole!
We have rope trick. We have rope trick.
That's the rat hole!
That's the rat hole. Okay.
But what do we do with the changelings?
Take
Take
it
the
away.
rat hole!
We'll figure that out. We have to tie them.
You guys, Jesus Christ, you guys make your way towards the entrance of this area, and Kaz, you summon the rope trick from your artifact, and the rope will descend, and you guys start passing the bodies of these unconscious changelings up into the hole, packing yourselves and all of these unconscious changelings up into the room, and then taking the rope up with you. And you guys will see, for one, the rope trick has rats all along the outside edge of this rope trick area. You can see the eyes and noses of a bunch of little rats that are staring in at you. All of them. 2, as you guys sit up there and watch, you will see eventually that several dwarven men and a few dwarven women as well, coming down with picks and shovels and hammers. A lot of these guys are just like maybe laborers, but a bunch of other folks look like they may have taken off a jacket they were wearing during their day and set it aside and started trying to help. This looks like a bunch of people who have come into a spot where they think that maybe people are hurt because there was just an earthquake.
Oh, we could probably use what happened as an excuse.
I think if we descend from the rat hole now, we're gonna look kind of suspicious.
I'm also going to point out a lot of those people were killed with either blades or fire in the case of Jace, or bullets. You don't.
We can
Earthquakes
Did
don't
we shut-
shoot.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do.
We actually factually do know that.
We do know
So-
this for a fact, actually.
So I think
I
we
don't
should
know.
hide until they go away.
Personally.
Not even until they go away. If they go into another room, we fucking
Yeah,
book it.
if there's an opening, we book
Everyone
it.
Everyone
Grab the
grab a
rat
changeling.
hole
I will
Pull
tell
the rat
you.
hole with us.
No, you can't, unfortunately. It
Like
stays
a
in one spot.
balloon. Like
Um,
portable rat hole.
oh,
Asher,
God.
get to work on that, please.
I just realized I missed a perfect piece of flavor. I could have made the rope for the rope trick a rat tail.
Could have made it a rat king, Connor. It could have been a rat
It could have
king.
been a rat king.
Thank God it's not. That's kind of gross, actually.
So gross.
So, you guys stay up there and you wait for a few minutes, and you will hear the distant murmuring of these dwarven individuals And you will actually see that more people kind of come funneling in, several of whom look to be guards of a sort. They're wearing armor, they are carrying weapons, and a majority of them are coming into this area now. And you can hear that while there may still be some people upstairs, maybe outside of the building, a majority of the folks are staying clustered around the main inn area, either looking at the damage, looking for survivors, or in the case of the guards, it sounds like they're looking at the now deceased members of the Stonehearts who have been butchered.
Who could have done this? Who did this?
Infighting fighting.
Yeah, I will grant this to you, Fitz. You rolled a natural 20, and a bunch of other folks had very nice rolls. You guys all know you've got the opportunity. This is the best chance to leave. You're gonna want to sneak out.
Okay, I still have pass. I can still do another casting and pass without a trace, so that'll help.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have spell slots for it.
Sneak time.
Let's go.
Fizzy cast pass without a trace on you guys. You all will start to collect the bodies of the unconscious changelings. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Are you all trying to carry one individually, or what? Because not all of you are that strong.
How long can a person be inside the bag of holding?
10 minutes.
There's
10 minutes.
10 minutes
Shove 'em
of
in there
air
for 10
divided by the
minutes.
number of creatures.
Exactly.
Well, we
so-
just need them to be
For a
in
few
there
minutes.
for,
And not die.
Yeah.
a couple minutes.
You
Uh,
literally just need to get out
We just,
and then go across the street, because that's where Asher parked his cart.
yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
all you need to
They'll
do.
literally be in there for like 2 minutes tops.
Hey, can I use the power of love to carry my spouse?
No.
I
You-
can carry this. I have +0
I
to
can carry
strength,
your
but I
wife.
have a +3 to athletics. I
You-
feel like I
you-
should be able to
I-
carry a slight body.
You can.
You
I have
have
a plus
4
2 to strength.
unconscious.
You
Oh,
can.
Fitz can carry
Yeah,
your
Fitz.
wife.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Fitz, Granny, and Kaz are your best bets. They're your strongest.
We are
Oh,
strong.
not Asher.
I think.
Definitely not Darius.
Yeah, because Asher, what's yours is an 8. Yeah.
A solid 8.
Fizzy can. Fizzy can also
Solid
help. Fizzy's
8.
got a 13.
I
But-
got a decent.
But the bag of holding would be your best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuffing the
Whoever
unconscious
the
changelings-
individuals. Because how many bodies do we have?
You have 4 unconscious, 1 conscious who you can maybe guide.
Yeah.
5 total.
So that's 2 minutes of air. You can do it. I'll be honest with you. You can absolutely do it.
Or if you
Right.
escort the conscious one out, 2.5 minutes per the unconscious.
Just gotta go speed fast.
Yeah, guide the conscious one.
Mhm.
Kind of cover them and move them out like we're moving away from
Okay.
something bad happening, and throw the rest of them in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. Who will be in charge of the comatose individual? Because you will have disadvantage on stealth.
The cook.
Yeah, the person who is unresponsive.
I feel like we should give
That's
it
what-
to the person who's got the highest stealth.
But also, I
Yeah.
feel like we wouldn't know that.
This-
Can we
Well,
can we like firemen carry them?
You certainly can, but you're still carrying a person that's not exactly easy.
Is this
Just
the
let-
person that we're guiding out?
Yeah,
or...
this is the guy you're guiding, because they're not really following orders. It's you're literally like you're trying to guide out a person who is always inclined to stand and just kind of stand there. Like,
Give him to Asher.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Stealth checks. Asher with a disadvantage, buddy.
Asher's not going to stealth out. Asher's going to take off his helmet, pull out the cane,
Oh my god.
hand it to this comatose individual, and just start walking them. Not directly in the direction of the cart itself, but just kind of across the street.
Do you want to roll deception or performance?
I think deception overall is high.
Okay. That's fair. I will let you bypass the disadvantage for that. That's very clever, actually.
Yeah.
If they're doing that, if he's doing that, can I provide guidance for that before he goes?
Sure.
Like, if I see him start to do that, I will give him guidance.
Sure. That would be a very good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be so fucking good.
Very clever, Jace. Very, very clever.
We gonna bullshit people here today. That's what we're here for.
You're just escorting Peepaw across the road.
Yeah, but just
Peepaw.
this.
I don't
is-
think changelings age
this
very
is-
much physically looking, so like,
This is stupid.
who knows how old they are?
Why?
What'd you get,
Why
buddy?
is this working so fucking well? I rolled.
Why is this
I
working
rolled
so
an-
well?
So I rolled an 18
Uh-huh.
to start, plus 3,
Yeah. 21,
plus 3,
26, 24, sorry.
plus 5 for Flash of Genius.
Flash of
'cause I would have
Genius.
just thrown a Flash of Genius in there.
29.
Yeah, 29. So yeah, everyone else is still. Asher's just walking. Peepaw back to the nursing home.
is taking the lead as you guys all make your way up and out of the hidden trapdoor in Overroy's Natural Goods, and you see that there's a crowd of people here. There's a crowd of people who are watching because an earthquake happened in the middle of a mountain city. That's a very big deal.
Can I argue with how well this is going? I essentially use this as a distraction to give everybody else advantage.
I will say that everyone else's DC is going to be a lot lower after this one, Chief.
Perfect. I'll take it. Yep.
So you guys will all see that there is a massive crowd of people here. They're all watching. They're all people are watching the destruction that's gone on, because it's not just that there was an earthquake in the inn. That was where the earthquake was strongest, but there was an earthquake everywhere else. Other buildings have definitely been have some signs of damage. Nothing serious. Nothing's collapsed.
It's a level 8 spell.
Yeah, but you could see that what shops are there with glass windows. A good chunk of the glass windows that were present have shattered. Stock that was present and visible has clattered to the floor. Shells got knocked over. There are a few folks that are nursing head wounds and have blood just pouring down their head once something cracked them in the skull. The inside of this herbalist and candlemaker shop is an absolute mess. And the old woman has been pulled out of the actual store, and you see that the stool that you guys leaned her unconscious body on has fallen to the ground. But Asher, you come stumbling out of a damaged shop, holding someone with you, giving them a cane, and you look like just another person who is helping someone out of a natural disaster. And no one bats an eye at you because you're just another person.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Yes, Jess?
This is much worse. Who rolled against the motherfucker and he rolled a nat 1 on his constitution check? Who attacked him? 'Cause remember, he was doing an earthquake spell and it lasts a minute, but someone broke his concentration.
I'm the one who interrupted his concentration. I don't remember if it was that one.
That could have been a whole lot worse. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
You had a
Yeah.
full, because earthquake goes for a minute.
Yeah, so Granny, congratulations, you stopped a natural disaster from being incredibly worse.
In the middle of a mountain city, I need to point out. The reason why mountain cities are the best place to go is because earthquakes in mountainous areas are not common.
And no one will ever know
And no
that
one
you
will
saved
ever know,
us.
except for me, you, and the gods I care about.
Kaz, what'd you get on your stealth check, buddy?
A 36.
Jesus Christ!
What? It's with
So what you're
plus
saying
20.
is she missed the DC by 2 is what you're telling me. Got it.
Are we getting advantage of this? I don't
No, you just have a
remember.
lower DC.
Okay.
Darius, what'd you get, buddy?
I have a +1 going forward.
Okay,
Oh,
goody.
no!
She
Rolled a
fails.
nat 1.
Fitz, what'd you get?
I got a 15 on the die plus 1, 16.
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Plus 10, 26.
This is why. This
Fizzy?
is why I did this. Okay. I think I have a 20. To say the 24, 25. So 25. So I rolled 13 plus 2 plus 10.
Granny? Yeah, 28 it
18
appears?
plus 10 for 28.
The only individual who seems to be having some trouble is Darius, as there is very bad footing. But bad footing in the middle of an earthquake scene, not terribly shocking. So everyone else thinks out. Darius, they may attract a little bit more attention, but it doesn't really matter right now.
I'm also badly injured.
Yeah,
so I
exactly.
feel like people will not question it.
It doesn't really
We're
matter
all
right
badly
now.
injured.
You guys, following I will say Asher's lead, used an earthquake as your perfect escape. Jace, I'm giving Asher. I'm going to give Asher some. What's the word? Inspiration. That was very clever.
We'll take it. Thank you.
You guys managed to tuck yourselves into Asher's cart, immediately let the changelings out of the bag, and congratulations, you guys made it out scot-free. Good job.
Cool. The second my spouse is out of the bag, she is sitting them on the couch and cleaning them up.
All right. So, you guys
Of smelling salts under their nose.
I don't know if I want them awake yet.
I mean, if we give them long enough, this
okay.
potion and spell will probably wear off, right?
They did try to choke Granny to death.
Yeah.
Minor details.
We actually have the physical,
Potion.
like the medicine they use, right?
Yes.
Isn't there a way maybe we can use that to figure out what the bad stuff is and take it out, maybe so that they're not, so maybe it wears off? That's what I'm saying for you.
We have the blue scale.
We do. We also know everything that was put in it because when we raided the factory, it was all sitting there.
So
I know how to make the medicine.
And you have a +1 going forward.
That's also true.
Also,
I didn't know how to make the original medicine. Darius didn't make it before just because the bastard to get the materials for.
Also, but do you think that maybe if they go back to the regular medicine, it'll take the mind control stuff off?
I don't know. I have an idea. It's not pleasant.
Leeches.
No, withdrawal.
Asher's not entirely wrong. Neither are you. Purging the system,
Yeah.
essentially.
Getting rid of
Essentially forcing as much fluid to leave the body as possible.
Water.
And porridge, because there are other things beyond piss that can help purge the system.
Yes.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit?
Dragon
Specific
fruit.
kind of dragon fruit.
It's the yellow dragon fruit, right?
Drinking phase.
I've seen the TikToks.
Yes. No, you eat a whole yellow dragon fruit.
Grandpa's special chocolates.
It's not a battle you're fighting in there. It's World War III.
Oh God.
I want you to know, I looked up yellow dragon fruit, and the first thing that popped up is it a laxative?
The people on TikTok, it sure as hell is.
Yeah.
So,
My
Yeah,
favorite
what
part
I
of
wanna-
those videos,
And then there's yellow dragon fruit.
my favorite part of those videos is the hard cut where they're like, it's been like an hour and I feel fine, and like the next cut is them like crying on the
Sweating.
toilet.
Did you see the one of the dude in London who ate 2 and wasn't at home? It's like, yeah, I mean, it should be good by the time I got home. He was crying because he missed 2 trains because he kept trying to find a bathroom and couldn't find a bathroom. Oh, yeah. He was like
At what point do you
screaming
just
as he
shit
ran into
yourself?
his flat. Oh, yeah. It was fucking brilliant. It's like, yeah, no,
But-
you're an idiot.
Yeah, we're gonna start a purge a body purge on all these changelings that are with us. We
We're
need
gonna
to
find
flush
yellow
the
dragon
system.
fruit.
And
Yep.
We may not like it, but we may have to force feed some of them water and food.
Asher does have, because I have a bunch of like artificer infusions that I just haven't been using out loud. I can make, what is that? The jar that has all of the fluids in it. What the fuck is that called?
Alchemist jar.
Alchemist jar. I have an alchemist jar. Because that is one of the ones that I took.
Do I know a natural, Clara, do I know a natural,
fuck is it?
like
Alchemist jar.
like a natural, like, whatever.
A natural body cleanse. Yes, it's called Jilly Juice.
Don't you bring that shit here.
No, okay, an alchemist jar
That's
is good.
too much cabbage to waste.
that's
But
what
I
my
just-
dad calls me. Not the juice part, because
Jilly.
of Jilly.
Yeah,
So-
but
We
you
use
can
the alchemist jar. That'll get us, at least that makes water, right?
Yes.
water. I looked it up. Water, acid, basic poison. Motherfucker, I could have been taking basic poison from this the whole time.
I just got it, like, the day of the torture was the day that Asher created
Yeah,
it.
it was. I think it was
Oh.
when you guys leveled up. Is when Jason
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
did it.
Yep.
We can make 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Yes.
Ew.
2 gallons
I
of
want to talk
mayonnaise.
to the. I want to talk to the developer that was like, "What else do we need to put in this jar?"
Mayonnaise.
Mayo.
There's so many other things,
Yeah.
like, I think canonically Asher's swapping some out, but for now, no, we can make 2 gallons of mayo.
Sure.
Because why the fuck not?
I gift this mayo to the rats in the rat hole.
Give it to the Rat King. It's tribute.
Dude, what are some natural laxatives we could use?
No, stop. I will
Because
say,
laxative.
basically, I will say, out of character, your best option for what you can do in this circumstance, really is just lock them up, give them food and water, let them basically detox. That's the best way to
Yeah.
handle it.
Wait it
Just
out.
wait
Yeah,
it
that's-
out.
Purge.
They get their own rooms and they get to
Yeah.
detox.
Gonna electrolyte water. Lots
Give
of
some-
electrolyte
Get us some
water.
Pedialyte,
It's
some crackers. That's about it.
It's
Salt,
good that this is a
sugar.
1900s game and not an 1800s game, because in the 1800s the solution would be tapeworms.
Yeah.
That or leeches. Well, and or
For
leeches.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do leeches.
No, let's not.
We'll come up with a bunch of ethereal leeches and call it a day.
No,
Darius
let's-
knows
let's
enough
do
about
the
medicine that she
raw
wouldn't.
Detox,
So,
Per the cart, I can make any food that we want. I could make yellow dragon fruit be a thing, and we could feed them the yellow dragon fruit.
Speedrun purging.
God.
Yeah.
Just okay.
I mean,
We're having fun at this point.
slap them full of caffeine, get the metabolism going.
Coke and yellow dragon fruit.
I mean, look, we want them to be better.
No, Jill.
Also, if they're absolutely coked out of their minds, they're not going to have the withdrawals from whatever this is.
So, sequestering the changelings into their own rooms and providing them food to food and water.
Electrolyte
Basically, it is now just a waiting game for those folks. They are all put away on their own. Whatever happens next happens. As for the loot that you guys found, Asher, as you are actually Asher and Fitz, the amulet that Borja Matos was wearing is indeed magical.
Do I need
You
to
will
do
require
things?
you will need to do an investigation, or I would say identify to find out what it does.
Identify. Fuck yeah. Hold. $24. We'll leave it at a 24.
So 24 on the investigation will show it is a amulet.
Sorry,
of proof
25.
against
I misspoke.
Oh, okay. It is a proof against detection and location. So wearing that amulet will mean that you are hidden from divination magic, and you cannot be targeted by scrying-based spells.
I'm Granny.
It's a counter UAV. Give it to Granny.
Granny, you're the only one we know of who's had things following them in the past.
Yeah, maybe.
Look, I had to accept the fact that the cloak was the correct decision. You've got to accept the amulet is the correct decision.
Nah, yeah, I do need it. I mean, as far as I know, I'm the only one that we've proven has been scryed on specifically as a person, so...
Just like we should give the necklace to Darius. The one that just lets you breathe no matter what.
Oh yeah, I probably should take that.
Okay.
It would definitely
worry about
help
that
in
later.
smoky situations.
It's fine.
Where are you?
Slap that on me.
Yep. I'm gonna add that to your sheet. Normal drag and drop.
Love it.
Excuse me. It is an attunement item, but once attuned, you will be effectively unable to be scryed upon.
And I will attune to it immediately because I don't think we're doing much else.
Fair enough.
Yeah, most of us are pretty fucked up.
And Darius, you will have the Amulet of the Breathless.
Can you put that on my sheet?
Sure.
Thank you. Is that also attunement?
I don't think so.
I ask like that matters. I have 6 slots.
Let me check.
I don't think it is.
I don't believe
Also,
so,
because
no.
I know Asher took the box, and just to be sure, I'll rush incant and cast Seed Visibility to make sure there's no senses on it.
That was the other thing.
Granny, stand near this.
We could also. It's in a pocket dimension.
It is. It is also in a
So-
pocket dimension. It's a lot less likely to be seen.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're at the end of the day, right?
You're at the end of the day, yeah.
Asher's just gonna cast Detect Magic on it as well. So we can look for magical traps and such.
So you will see there are no indications of this having any form of traps upon it. It does not appear to be locked either. Just looks like a lead box.
All right.
I guess you don't need
Fitz?
to lock it if it's literally in concrete.
True. Fitz, can
Concrete,
you
baby.
just confirm how old this is?
I'm gonna touch it. with
Uh,
my babies.
I cannot recall the exact age I gave, but basically it matches up. I'm sorry, I don't have photographic memory. Kind of wish I did some days, I'll be honest.
I'm fucking for real, bro.
It matches up with the dates that you found for when those lead boxes were made.
Okay. Cool. And that is what we need to know. Fuck it, I'm opening it.
Okay. Opening up the lead box, you'll see inside there is what appears to be one large hand, fairly desiccated, but in remarkably good condition despite how old it appears to be. You can see that the fingers on this hand have been tipped or ended with these very heavy, thick nails, almost like talons or claws. And this hand looks to be of a man who was very, very big. I would say it's probably about, compared to my arm, about this much longer. Whoever this was must have been easily 7 to 8 feet tall and quite big as people go. But despite the age, this hand is in near perfect condition, very pale, oddly moist. It seems like it's still got some water
to it.
in the actual hand. Like it hasn't become desiccated. It is still like a fleshy
Juicy.
arm. Yeah, juicy.
Fleshy.
And I hate the descriptions.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
It's got some spring to it. Are the talons metal?
No.
They're
Keratin, just like nails.
Oh, that's boring.
Sorry.
I'm
Um,
gonna
Alright.
declaw this hand.
You know. It's a really fucked up idea. But if we took the talons themselves, we could make a gauntlet out of it and give it to Fizzy. She could use that as a weapon.
Elaborate.
Just like really, really big claws. If this is magical, which clearly it fucking is, when she goes into doing what she does, it's a natural weapon. It isn't a metal.
I don't think we should be using any part of this.
No, let them cook.
What? It's the hand of the first vampire. I don't think we should be touching it.
Who cares
Yeah.
what vampires from? They're not using it currently. Clearly, it is in a
Also-
box. We could
We
just
don't-
borrow it for however long Fizzy is going to be alive, and she could give it back to
We
them.
don't know the properties of this. We don't know what it can do when it's out of the box. If it's attached
we
to
took
someone
the
else,
hand out of
I'm
the
just
box.
gonna grab the hand and just start
No!
waving it around.
maybe it's cursed. It could be cursed. It could give you
I don't know if I wanna
vampirism.
I'll be really honest. I
Bonjour.
don't want to wear something that's
Hello?
cursed.
Just put it back down. Jesus.
Not sure. I don't know if I
No
wanna wear
self-preservation.
I like the idea, but I don't know if I want to wear something that might be cursed. Personally.
Fuck
So
it.
can we figure
Ash
that
is gonna
out
cast
first?
Identify on it.
Okay.
We're gonna identify this shit. See what it's got.
Okay.
Gee, I was thinking that would work better, but we don't have
Let's
to go
go. Natural 20. So that's a total of 30.
Jeez.
Right. Let me pull up the page.
Where's it? 31.
Level is legend lore.
31. It is 31. I keep shorting myself by one.
Jay.
Intelligence went up since I was doing this shit last.
No.
It's a
I
fifth
put it
level
in
spell.
miscellaneous.
Unfortunately, we're not 9th level yet, so we don't get legend lore, which would.
I
be-
was just looking that up because I get legend lore.
It's that would be even more insane to have
Yeah.
for something like this, but we're not there yet.
I mostly just want to know if it's cursed or not.
Identify doesn't tell you that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but
It doesn't with the base spell, but with this, the reason why I have the roll be done is because
Oh,
if you roll high enough, then you have a possibility to
okay.
figure it out.
true.
Because otherwise you're just kind of fucked unless you got a really high level spell. So yeah.
Fair enough.
This is what would be known as a hand of an antireptirian vampire, which is just a way of saying a pre-schism vampire. If you're correct, and if the actions of this group who have been collecting these is correct, this is probably going to be one of the very first vampires, which means that the vampire disease, curse, whatever it is very, very potent in this individual to the point where their regenerative ability is virtually untouchable. they will regenerate from injuries very swiftly. It's possible that the reason why they've been segmented like this is because that prevents them from coming back together all the way, or maybe they are just not awake right now. But if you were to put this back onto the rest of the arm, it would put itself back together.
Ooh.
But with that said, since this is part of the potentially first vampire, whatever curse or disease made them like that is still there. And it is still very, very powerful. While one could infect themselves with it, in theory, you don't know what that kind of a strain of vampirism would do to you or what it would require. You don't know if you need to eat flesh or drink blood or what, but it would be dangerous, to put it politely.
What you're saying is I could go full Yuji Itadori and eat this thing.
We do not need.
Oh no.
I need you to put this down immediately.
No. This is out of character. This is Jace going, oh, bitch.
We do not need a Sukuna.
No.
Oh no.
What do you mean? Everything went fine. Everything is going fine currently in Jujutsu Kaisen.
There is a major character that has died recently because of him.
Everything is fine.
We are putting the hand back in the box
Put that
now.
back where it came from, or so help me.
Put the bunny
Yeah.
in the box.
Yeah,
Put the
okay.
bunny in the box.
It's probably a
Ashen.
little cursed. Asher is gonna throw it in there and close it.
Okay, so maybe I don't put it on as a weapon.
It was a thought.
We already
a good
danced with
idea.
vampirism. We don't need to do that again.
Here's my thing. I would love something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would, because
Maybe we can find like a different animal to get.
exactly. I think you could make something for me like that, and I would gladly take it. Don't get me wrong.
Do you think we could get a dragon to give us its claws?
We
Oh,
could
that would
kill a
be
dragon
cool.
and
Big
get its
claw.
claws.
I would love that. You know
There's
what would be cool?
currently.
It would be cool if we get armor from a dragon. Like the
There
scales
you
of a
go.
dragon. I would
It
love
is-
that.
That is something I can do.
We need to find a
Asher.
dragon first.
I mean, I before I say this, I'm assuming Kaz shared what Reuben saw at some point, like the dragon and the man in the maroon leaving.
Yes, I would have, because I
Yeah.
have a hoard of jewels that he fucking stole from I don't know where.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Well-
From everywhere.
Well, then Granny would point out, well, there is a dragon who is clearly fueling the changeling operation. We could just hunt him down eventually. Take
Would
his
love that.
stuff.
That'd be great. Because, yeah, I do need better armor right now. I am suffering.
How do we know that the dragon was helping and wasn't just captured?
We don't.
Well, he was talking
Unless-
with the man in the maroon, wasn't he?
He was, but the man in the
Is-
maroon also had a conversation with Boramatos talking about how he didn't agree to any of this.
I assumed he was talking about the vampire stuff.
Could have been. You know what assumptions do.
Get you killed.
I won't say it.
I was like,
you know what
Fitz,
I
are you
do.
gonna say ass at me right
No!
now?
I would never.
He's already done enough in the past like 2 weeks. He's stolen. He's cussed.
Alright,
There's a lot of growth for someone in just that week.
Been a really rough week.
We can. There. I just suppose that is a possibility that he's not fully willing, but yeah.
We also have Borhas's body.
We also have the Queen's Jewel that we don't know what to do
Yeah.
with.
How do we get? Can we just like break this? How does soul gems work?
Well, there's one easy way to find out. But we're all pretty fucked up right now, and I would not recommend bleeding on the book with the amount of health we have.
Well, magic, maybe that'll do something?
If you give me 6 hours, I can finish a machine that could do it.
Yeah, I was
What?
afraid you were gonna say that, Asha. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What?
Asha's been researching some things.
With souls? And
Wait,
gems?
don't-
Wait.
And what's your end goal with these souls and gems?
Perfect body?
Wait.
With permission, I hope.
They're not evil.
Normally, I would give my own self permission to do this. So wait, of course.
Have to check some that.
If you give me about 6 hours,
The car. I think you have as long as we need.
right?
We're pretty safe in here, I think. Right? You can't
Should
try
be.
here, right?
They can't come in without permission. They have to break the whole thing.
Wait, you would not be able to. It is almost impossible to actually do any sort of scrying or anything like that. You would have to have an idea of specifically to look elsewhere other than the material plane. It could be done, but it would take a lot of work.
So I think if you need the time you need, I think you can take it. I think the rest of us need rest. Because you were the only one who really didn't take anything during that fight.
True, I got out rather unscathed. It's nice. It was nice to not be eaten again. I like this this streak that I have of not being eaten when we encounter something.
One-
Last for
one-
long.
One last thing before we go to bed. Who wants a bulletproof vest?
Or does
Is
it
it-
add
it's-
to the AC?
It's made of silk, actually. You could wear it.
You could.
I'll take it.
Yeah, give it to
Cool.
Izzy.
It was on a dead man's body, so it might be a little
Sure, I
singed.
mean, how many things do we pick off of dead people at this point? Like, that's...
Oh,
it's
I also have
serving
this. And Deus is gonna pull Frog out.
Oh gosh, I was looking for him. Thank you.
Zach, Connor, what does that bulletproof vest do? What is
So the AC is the same as leather armor, but you are resistant to piercing damage.
it? Okay.
Ew.
It's a
That
slight
means
Ew.
arrows.
Yes, good against arrows, bullets, crossbow bolts. Virtually any kind of ranged weapon is going to do piercing. So
Also,
Um,
And
Some
forgetting
stabby
about-
things too.
I keep forgetting
stabby
about
things.
my item thing that I'm vulnerable to like the first damage done on me. Keep forgetting that happens.
I'll remember next
So-
time. Don't you worry.
Okay, because like it has to kind of be written down to somewhere or something. Because I don't like
Fucking gas it up.
I will forget because that's just it's easy to forget.
And it was at that moment that suddenly Fizzy started getting crit on first hits in combat.
Don't you dare!
You're the one that brought it up, not me.
Listen, I'm trying to be. I haven't even used the item. That's the thing. Like
You
I'm
get
not.
to using it.
I haven't gotten a good opportunity to use it because it doesn't like the thing that it does now first is like nothing. It's like
Mhm.
the sorcery thing it does is like not useful to me. It's just I need to get other
Awesome.
sorcery stuff.
Mhm.
So
Fair.
once we get other sorcery stuff, it'll be useful. Like once I get like the one that like I can do it further, that'll be useful because then I'll be able to do cure wounds from very far, from 30 feet. So once we get there.
Right.
Until that, I already have the not the benefits, the other thing.
Wait. All right. Now, before I do this, maybe I forgot. Do we know where the queen's body is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dunno. We have the mirror to get us in.
Right. Okay. Oh boy, I'm going to make this machine. All right, let's go. Asher's gonna walk up to his lab. We're gonna make this machine.
Okay.
Here we
Going to
fucking
bed.
go.
The rest of you should probably do the same. Lizzie, please make sure he eats.
I will.
And Darius will go to her room, which, by the way, is also where her spouse is chained up right now.
Thank you.
Because I refuse to give them a different room. I mean, under normal circumstances, yeah. You don't know what they do in their free time.
No
I
chance.
don't know if I want to. Be real honest with
I
you.
mean,
not knowing.
To
Happy
be
not
fair,
knowing.
they're a changeling, so that means.
Oh no.
I'm
I'm good not knowing. Did you not just hear my sentence I said? I'd rather not know. Give it an air of mystery, perhaps.
The
Can I
ghost
ask a
face
highly
mask is real.
inappropriate question before we move on?
Mm-hmm.
Since changelings can change everything about them, does that mean they could give themselves tentacle
We-
dicks?
We aren't answering this question on stream.
It's DNA. They change it down to the DNA level.
Okay.
I'm done. That was it.
Oh, I got it.
I hate it
I love how
here.
Jess went full Bible Black with that. Like, all right, yeah, all right.
What?
I hate
Bible
it
Black?
here.
Have you never heard of Bible Black?
Stop it. We're moving on.
I'm taking a long rest now. Good night.
Everybody do a
too.
long rest. We'll take a quick 5 to 10 minute break.
I'm gonna
10
go
minute
make
break,
chicken
don't
fried
go
rice.
anywhere.
Bye.
And look at that. Hey, look at that. We're back. Surprise.
So, Asher, tinker check, please. Everybody else, are there any things that you guys need to do at this point in the day, or are you just resting?
I'm sleeping.
Everyone else? Okay, everybody else appears to be resting. Asher, this is going to be focused on you then? What'd you get?
If I roll my DM inspiration, it's added to, correct?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm rolling it. This is big stakes. Where did my mouse come back, please? Thank you. Okay.
All right. Math trouble?
Big numbers.
Fair enough.
48.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What did you roll on the die?
Natural 20, then a 12, then plus 11, plus 5.
Where did the 12 and 11 come from?
The 12 is the second d20 that was added to it. The additional
Oh,
11 was
you
for
don't-
tinkers.
You don't add an inspiration as an additional roll. It's a reroll.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So then
so
natural 20, 31,
Still
36.
fucking high. Jesus Christ.
So natural
Okay.
20 your first roll?
Yes.
Should they take their inspiration back instead of wasting it?
I am
Yeah.
taking my inspiration back.
Take
Because the only
inspiration
reason
back.
I used it, he said I could take it. But yeah,
No,
Yeah,
I
that is-
I misunderstood. That's on me. I
Yeah.
apologize.
you're good. I had a natural 20. I was just trying to.
Trying to stack it. I see.
I'm going for the moon. Because, you know,
Okay.
You still got like a 36.
I did get a 36.
So, you guys, well, I should say Asher, you begin working away at your device to
Mm-hmm.
help with the movement of the soul itself into the body. And at first, you think maybe you can make it into something that can actually move just the soul, but you realize, and you've realized, especially with how you've learned more about phylacteries and soul gems on the whole, you need something for the soul to reside in. It needs something to have a root in and be the base of everything. So instead, you make a machine that goes around the container. And this machine turns the soul gem into something that can actually manipulate the thing around it. And now you have this housing, which you can then put into a form, whichever you choose, place in a soul gem, and then you will have effectively a soul controlling a machine. It is almost effectively the same thing that has been designed for the for the I can't think of the name. I'm blanking. I apologize. Not the Dullahan. Although
The
they're
Mulligans.
Mulligans. That's the word I use. It's almost exactly like the Mulligans. You think that maybe with maybe 1 or 2 more steps, you could change it from something that they are housed in to their entire body is the metal. They are made of metal, and it will act like maybe a bit more like flesh or feel like flesh to them. But this is a very big step in the right direction.
Yeah. All right. While that is going on, Asher is having the bots, and they are used to making these at this point. Asher is custom making a body for the queen.
Okay.
Based off of public records of her size and appearance, pretty much at her prime, because might as well make it nice. And the container itself is a series of gears, cogs, some clockwork, all in the shape of a heart itself, and as the energy pulses out of it to help maintain essentially a case of exhaust of the energy to pull and push in energy, it does in fact pulse
like a heart.
After about 6 hours, then there will be there is because this is version 1, there are a couple boxes which are off to the side. Nothing's hooked up at this time, but the main piece looks like an Iron Maiden. Yeah. And there's Anne in the background. The main piece looks like an Iron Maiden with sections for height, in half-foot increments. Each of them lined very nicely with very plush, stuffed leather. So it's very comfortable for the body itself when the body itself wakes up. And yeah, before anything is done, Asher will wait for everybody else to actually. No, Asher's going to do that, and then Asher's going to take a long rest.
That's fair.
Because yeah, fucking A.
So, 14 hours later, as Asher, you guys would wake up and would definitely see that there is a mechanized form kind of leaning
Older piece is recharged finally. Fuck's
coffin.
sake.
Sorry.
Sorry,
it's a really
1d4
strong
and
ability.
I have oh my god. No, I've like, it's been like 4 or 5 times I have not gotten the fucking roll. It's infuriating. All right, but it's good now anyway. Sorry.
I apologize. You guys will all basically wake up and you will see that Asher is dead asleep. They are
on the workbench.
They're damn close to comatose, basically. They're not they ain't awake. They're not gonna be waking up for any time. So you guys have some time before Asher finally gets back up and at him. Yes, Jess,
Are they
I saw
the
you
kind of
raising your hand.
passed out? Yeah. Are they the kind of passed out where they passed out with their eyes open?
No.
Thank
Ugh.
God. That's creepy.
No. Asher made the mistake of, I'll just put my head on my arm, and just flopped. Like, yeah.
I know Kaz wanted to talk to High Lord.
Yes.
I did? Oh, I did. Okay.
You literally said it right before.
Did you want to pawn something, or
Huh?
what? I don't know, like, you said it right before the break.
They wanted to talk to High Lord about the things that they found and the information they found out.
I did say
That's what it
that.
is.
Yes, you did, buddy.
Okay. I talked to him about that.
Yes. Hold on. You give High Lord a call later in the afternoon because you guys basically went to sleep at the morning. So by the time you're calling, it is like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Upon calling, you will hear the familiar voice of High Lord pipe up, and he goes, "Hey there, what's up? What's going on?"
Well, we found one of the lead boxes.
Oh,
Yep, in Hargrack.
so what's in it? Out of curiosity.
Well, that's the one thing we didn't tell you about. It has body parts. In each box, the first vampire.
Do you mean like a metaphorical first vampire, like someone who was like very powerful and called themselves the first, or like the first vampire?
One smarter than me explained to him what it means.
It's probably the first thing ever cursed with vampirism.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, that's not great.
So, kind of telling you this so that way if you catch, like, wind of these, you know how severe it is that we need to find them.
I think it's more a mark of how much I need to either stay the fuck away from them or make sure that they don't come anywhere near me.
Yeah,
true.
so we found out that I think the Stonehearts are involved with the lead boxes, but also they are linked to why the changelings are missing, because we found some of the changelings with the medicine that they are being mind controlled with.
So what, a bunch of racists have to do with the reason why I've got a bunch of missing talent out there, or are the racists just another cog in the machine?
Seems like it's number 2, but can't discount number 1 yet.
Well, that's good to know at least. And maybe if you got that information to the right guy, you might be able to get Dawn out of there, but honestly, I don't think you should.
Should what? Not
Get Dawn out. I think you should leave Dawn in prison.
But why?
All right. I've been thinking about this a lot. We're talking about someone or someones who are so powerful that they're willing to set up another man who had some pretty strong connections in the first place for their crimes. These people are trying to get a hold of this stuff, which means they're desperate for it for one reason or another. If that's the case, then if the person that they set up for the theft of one of these gets out of prison, that means that the entire case that was made has to be redone. Which means whoever is responsible for it is going to have to find another fall guy, or they're going to need to make sure the people who got their fall guy out and the fall guy that they let out, they want to kill them. They're going to wind up killing either you guys or me or Don or all of us if we do this. Prison's the safest spot for him.
It would.
Basically, we need to take it out at the top before Don can get free so that he doesn't immediately get murdered and also us murdered.
Or set it up in some way that Don can't be touched.
It's not guaranteed right now, no.
No, it's not. That's the problem. If you could find a way to set it up so that Don is, I don't know, somebody that another group really wants to have or really needs to have information from, you'll basically ensure that the other folks who are responsible for this can't touch him without ensuring that the other group is going to start hunting for them You do that, Don's untouchable.
So make him very powerful to one group, so another group is too scared to fuck with him.
Not necessarily powerful, desirable. You gotta make sure they want him. If not want, then they want to keep him. You gotta make sure they can't touch him. That's it. I don't have much more information on the whole situation. Lead boxes that got sent over to that town I mentioned to you, they haven't moved. No mention of anything going out. So they're still there.
It's still in Elbadil?
Not Elbadil. It got through Elbadil. It's at the other place. Fuck. Can't remember the name. Shit. Give me a second. I need to look it up. Because Connor forgot the name and Connor needs to look it up. Fuck.
Yes.
But isn't there the one lead box that was still with the politician guy?
I can't remember if it was with the politician or if it was a... Hold on. My maps aren't all showing. I have a lot of maps. You've seen. There it is. Vientito. That was the name of the location. It's possible that there's one that's either with someone, sure, or they're still holding on to it. But at the very least, he was used to get some of those boxes to Vientito. Either way.
Okay.
So I'll update you if I get some final locations that we can work with. But I'll be honest with you, the more I stick my neck out on this, the more likely that I am to have them come for me.
Yeah, that's also true.
I'm not much for the whole fighting crime shit. I very much made a living off crime. Thank you. But given the whole situation, if you got somewhere safe for me to go, I'm gonna want to go there. Because, to be frank with you, Thornhurst is not exactly a safe place for someone like me to be sitting, especially with all this information I've got.
I don't have any suggestions I could think of about safe place currently.
All right. Well, if you find something, keep me in the loop. But that's all I got for today. Thank you for the
Okay.
heads up on what's in the boxes. I'm going to make sure they never come to me.
Right. Okay, thank you.
No problem. See ya.
Well,
Why is it bigger than what it seems to be?
drink to that, bro.
I can't. Gosh, I took all the alcohol.
Yeah, I did. For a reason.
Yeah. Well, now we got the changelings, but we still don't know where your kid is, though.
No. We don't. As soon as we find the next person who's responsible, I will torture it out of them.
Okay, I mean, that's fair.
I generally think torture is not the best option, but in that case it's for satisfying my own bloodlust.
Fair point. Is Ellerin okay, though?
Detox is still going on. Most of them are still pretty blank slate.
they're not. I think they're not one of the changelings that got Dawn involved. No.
I don't know.
Well, you have to wait for the, for them to get out of the mind control.
Shelf life of that medicine. Connor, I'd know how long it takes that medicine to get in the system, so theory I'd know how long it takes to get out.
It is.
Few days. We've still got a couple days before we can talk to them.
Well, what's the plan now? I mean, aside from the queen's body.
Actually, I think we have to wait until the changelings have come back too. Unless someone else has an idea of where we should head next.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just wait out whatever comes next.
Rest of the team, any scenes you guys need to do, or no? No? Okay.
I'm sleeping.
Yep. Eventually, Asher's long rest will pass, and at this point, it is midnight. But Asher finally wakes up from their deep, deep sleep.
My sleep schedule is so fucked.
It is. It really is.
Well, art imitates life.
Okay.
Asher,
Mm-hmm.
you have the queen's soul sent over to the body. What do you want to do now?
Oh. You know, there's part of me that really wants to put on some goggles and put a pole up in the air and see if I can catch some lightning just for the effect.
Would that help?
No, not at all.
Oh.
You can't use the electricity with soul. Not compatible. Okay. Whoever wants to be here, everybody come on up. We're about to plug the queen in.
All right, let's go.
The point to plug her in feels wrong.
That is the most accurate way that I can put this.
I wonder
I don't
if
know.
she'll still want to be queen when she wakes up again. That'll be interesting. Can you imagine the politics?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Joe, were you trying to find your mic, or were you... Okay. Asher?
All right.
Moving over to the body of the queen inside of this pseudo Iron Maiden invention that you've created. You will have a heavy throw switch to the side, which will effectively complete the transfer. And as of now, we're one switch away from restarting a monarchy, effectively.
All right. And as Asher puts his hand on the throw switch, we'll look back at the rest of the room, and if any of you tell my mother that I restarted a monarchy with one of my inventions, I will lock you in a dock. I just want that to be clear. I will remove your soul from your body and lock you in a dock.
I don't know. That could be kind of fun. It could be worth it.
You've not met their mother, I
if you-
assure you. It's not a good idea.
If you want to do the fuck around part, I will give you the find out part. And this is non-negotiable. This is not a joke. I will do it.
Well, I am joking. I won't tell your mom if you don't want me to.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, your family's pretty anti-authority.
Oh, my mother is a pure anarchist, led multiple revolutions on multiple continents before she became an Irons. Yeah, no.
So I
And you're crying my aunt, aren't you?
The cat's she's doing her thing. She's upset that I had to actually use the actual furnace all night. She didn't get to just sit in the warm furnace all time. All right. You know, I didn't even stop to think of all the ramifications of this. All right, fuck it. Pulls the switch.
Asher throws the switch down, and you watch as the body of this, almost like an idol of the young Queen Orpheus, begins to twitch and spasm in this Iron Maiden that has been set up around her. And then you will watch in time as her eyes glow and flicker and blink, and then eventually grow dim and then start to pulse with a faint light.
There is a slight smell of sulfur. I will add that as well.
Where am I?
I don't believe that
Welcome
worked.
to my laboratory.
Asher, what the fuck?
I mean, it is a laboratory. You're... Hi.
I did it.
We're the neighborhood watch. This is Asher. He just put you in a new body. Congrats. You're no longer
Bonjour,
trapped in
Johannes.
well, maybe you're trapped in a soul gem. I don't know how it works.
I am not dead.
No.
I don't think you died in natural causes anyway, so like...
No, I know how I died. This is...
Your
I'm not in the gem
monarchy ship.
anymore.
No.
Your monarchy ship,
This
if
is
you will.
good. Yes.
Asher will put a hand out to her to help her out.
She will grab hold of your hand and heft herself out. It is still a dwarven. It is still
Yes.
a dwarven body.
Yes, yes. It is dwarven height, proportions. We're not fucking with the interface. She knows how to move a dwarven body. Asher
Also, I
will,
don't think it would be a good idea to put her in anything else
it would just get weird.
politically.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Asher will then motion over, holding her hand, because I'm sure there's some unsteadiness. Asher's experienced this. He knows exactly what the fuck is going on. Will motion over to the mirror and bring her in front of the mirror.
Gods. It's me.
They have nothing to do with this. This was all me.
This is... I haven't looked like this in years. Well, I've never looked just like this. You did well to match my face.
Messy?
And you say the gods had nothing to do with this, but clearly, you are very skilled. Your family is touched, I will say.
So we have been told.
You are adventurous, correct?
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much for assisting me. I do not know you, none of you know me personally, but thank you. Truly.
Not gonna lie, about 90% of the reason we did it is just because it was more convenient for us for you to be alive.
Well, convenient for you also seemed to work out for me. So while it may not be personal or intended, it is still a very good thing you have done for me.
Cool.
This is just in the back. She raises her hand.
Ah, Rostopskin Drow. Very nice to meet you, dear. Not many of you, and she'll actually hold out a hand to you.
I'll shake. I'll shake.
I do not see very many of you from your forest. It is nice to see that you're still making your, I do not recall the term. Your trip.
Yeah. You said you knew what happened. So.
Yes, confident
what
of it.
happened?
Poison. I
Do you
know
know who
it's
did it?
poison. No. But I know it was in my drink, and I know it was in my food. It took time for it to finally kick in, but when it did, I was... well, limp in my chair, limp in my bed. I could do nothing, I could not speak, I could barely think.
You died? Like how you?
Oh yes,
What?
I
what
know I
happened?
died.
No, but like the soul thing you were stuck in.
Yes. It was... I have a feeling that someone was close to me when I died, and they decided to make sure that I couldn't be spoken to.
So I will add to that. They had to be very close. They took your soul and funneled it into the gem.
Yes.
Any idea who that could have been?
No. I don't recall seeing anybody in my room. Even my personal bodyguard. Well, he was being forced out, to put it politely. Once I was... Yes, Erasmo. Once I was being deemed unable to make my own decisions, other people made the decisions, which included making sure the bodyguard was outside of my room. But I did not see anyone with any gem or any spell.
There's not any way that you can put us. She's asking the more intelligent spellcasters in here. There's not any way a spellcaster could do this at a distance or like after the fact. Is there where like you pluck it out of the astral plane?
In theory,
Oh boy, you could. It can be done.
it'd be incredibly difficult.
It would be difficult. It would be incredibly resource intensive. And oh boy, would it make a fuss. Because even though this new set of gods, we're still learning about them. There is surely one that is in charge of death to life or death or whatever it might be. They would not take kindly to somebody being plucked out.
My studies have taught me some of the gods. The old still hold some power over the rules of things. The old death god is still the old death god, and she does not take kindly to bastardizations of her natural order of things. If I was taken from my place of rest, there would be much in the way of intervention from others. I don't remember any place of rest either, mind you. I was in my bed and then I was in that gem. That is all I recall.
There's a secret passageway into her room, though.
Correct.
Right.
There is.
And someone could have easily been invisible.
I see you most have spoken to Erasmo.
Wait.
They're the only individual who knew about the passage, so you must have spoken to him.
Do you think he did it to you?
No. I don't think Erasmo would do that.
I do feel the need to ask. You don't actually have like a secret love child somewhere, right?
No, I don't have any secret love children, no.
Okay. We had to make sure there wasn't a more immediate line of
You
succession.
can't believe a race.
There technically is a more immediate line of succession, but no one would ever accept it.
Oh, go on.
Demolishing the monarchy and creating a democracy?
Well, I said they weren't a secret.
Let them.
Your kids.
Let her speak.
Go on.
Erasmo is indeed my child. They were my
Fuck.
child.
Mhm.
But
Hey.
Erasmo is an orphan and was taken in by
Oh, that's
the
what you
government.
mean.
They have no standing.
1 second, real quick.
Additionally, being part human would very much.
That's
cause
the other
problems.
part they are. We've been trying to figure it out.
Yes.
Have we? We could have just asked.
I've been trying. He
Or
didn't
did
seem to
we
know.
ask? I don't remember. I'm
We
sorry,
did.
It's been
He
so
didn't
long.
know.
It's been a whole
Erasmo-
day.
Erasmo doesn't know. I don't want to tell him.
So,
He's my
like,
most trusted advisor, and I care for him very deeply.
So
But-
you say when you say he's your kid, like you literally like he's yours, or are you
child.
just talking about adopting?
No, Erasmo is my child. But I have not told them, and I have no intention to tell them.
Hey,
It would be for
that's
the
what it
best.
is. That's why.
You
okay.
birthed Erasmo.
Yes.
I
Who
feel
was the
vindicated in this
guy?
moment.
So, can we think of any other ways to ask this? If Erasmo came right out of the queen's vagina, are we just going to keep asking that in different ways, or
I
are we going to
lack
move
the-
on with the information here?
I lack the facilities to do so anymore, but yes, that did happen at one point.
It was more for bragging rights.
There was that. Also, I'm not keen on adding that stuff. If you want it added later, we can talk about it. But
I'm good. Thank you.
I figured getting you up and moving was the important part.
The queen will
Um,
raise a hand to stop this conversation.
Okay, I have another question. My other
Yes.
question is, my
Yes.
next question is, see, I like her because she was nice to me, which there's a group in your country. It's country.
The Stonehearts. I'm aware
Yeah,
of them.
they're
Yeah.
really mean to me. I don't like them.
To be fair, we did
So I like
slaughter
her.
a lot of them to get her soul.
Yeah, they were the ones who got you. I think they were all in.
Someone in there got you because they
Yes.
had your soul gem.
They had your soul
Top
gem in
of
their
that.
like, secret hiding place or whatever.
So you said it wasn't a secret that Erasmo was your kid, but he doesn't seem to know.
It isn't a secret. I wouldn't hide it, but it is not talked about. No one asked if I had any other children, and there's no reason for them to.
Well, the reason I asked this is because shortly after you were killed, he was marked as treasonous and is now wanted for treason.
Someone
against the
set
kingdom.
him up to be wanted for treason. He didn't do any treason.
So someone who more than likely knows that he's your kid biologically and therefore in line for the throne.
It seems a bit seems an
Interesting.
open secret.
Well, I didn't tell anyone myself.
But it's kind of hard to
Nonetheless.
hide that you're pregnant.
This is true. Nonetheless, I have much to do.
Are you gonna take your
I-
throne back?
Oh yes,
I have to
yes,
know.
I have every intention
Oh.
to.
Wonderful.
Good, it makes it easier for us to do a lot of things. Hey, quick question. Since we brought you back to life and have potentially pulled your kingdom out of a civil war, do you mind if we take someone from prison so we can ask them some questions without protection of the law?
Are you asking to torture a prisoner?
Yeah.
He knows some very crucial things about some mind-controlled changelings.
I owe you all. You know this.
Do you also know
So-
someone who can revive a dead person?
No. I'm not
If she
aware of
did,
anyone
she-
like that. If I did, I would have used it many, many years ago. In the case
You're gonna tell me.
in the
You're gonna tell
case,
me that.
I can allow this, but I can't allow you to be associated with me if I do this.
That's fair.
Which means your involvement in bringing me back will never be known. You realize this. If I do so and then allow a prisoner to be taken, it will make me returning to my throne and returning my kingdom to what it needs to be significantly more difficult.
Avenues we can take.
Ma'am, I can't hear you. You're,
No, okay. I was gonna say we did already the job we were supposed to do, remember?
How do you feel about your nephew?
my nephew.
I think he's
Which
your nephew or
one?
cousin.
Who are you?
Boss.
Borja? He's like a distant
Ah.
cousin, I think.
Yes, I am aware of Borjas. He is a... power hungry is the word I would use for him.
He was. He
He's
was.
not very
was.
hungry anymore.
He's
Deceased.
no longer.
Hold on, I can introduce you to the killer. Fitz. Hand me frog.
This is my ferret.
This is what killed him.
You're telling me that a member of my family who may, considering the context of this conversation, have been involved in mine being captured into a soul gem.
Yeah.
You're telling me
I
he was
think
killed
he
by a
was.
ferret.
The ferret cast a spell, in fairness.
Well, if I was queen right now, I would knight him. Unfortunately, I cannot do that.
Oh
But
my
I'm
god!
saying,
You have to knight him after you become queen again.
Sir Frog.
I will
No.
say this to Darius.
I do not
Darius,
think I will do so.
we do not need
Look at him.
we do not need the queen to give us the prisoner.
No, we don't. We have other
No,
avenues. I was just
would
hoping
rather
for this.
we don't actually have her, because I like her. First of all, and I would like to be friends with her.
That is nice of you.
And also I've learned that the person with the most power can help us in other ways. So, since we have other options to getting that prisoner, we don't need to have her help for this particular thing.
She will hold up her hand briefly.
She doesn't need to know this.
I don't need to know this. But
Fine.
additionally, I'm not queen yet. You'll have to give me
I believe in
time.
you. I believe in you.
No, I already have thought of a solution for this issue. I believe I'll be having a conversation with an old dear friend. We haven't spoken for some time, and I believe Lord Fianbora mostly thinks I am deceased, but I believe I can speak with them and confirm my status as queen and my identity. This will take time, my dears. But
Cool. If you have a fancy party to celebrate your coronation, can we be invited?
I don't need to be coronated again. I
I
had
think
one
we
of those
should be.
parties. I don't need to have another.
Okay, but consider having a re-coronation party. Like you're not
Absolutely
coronated.
not. Have you ever
But-
been to a coronation? Have you ever
No,
dealt with a
no.
coronation?
That's the point.
Awful.
No, they're terrible.
It doesn't need to
I
be
have
a
to wear a
coronation. It just
stiff
needs to
dress
be like
the
a
entire
party.
time.
Well, you're a robot now. You can do whatever you want.
That's not how that works.
We want to eat
Yes.
good food and drink
Asher.
beer all day.
Queen, if you're the
Asher,
queen, change the rules.
can she feel?
Only a
Not
little.
much.
Not
Basically enough
Future
to not crush
versions.
a plum.
future versions, of course. Right now, not so much. Say working.
Nonetheless, I still have.
Also, I'm sorry. I feel like I need to add to the conversation this whole idea of having the queen slip us a prisoner and the neighborhood watch was never involved. Quite literally impossible. Anyone with half a brain that knows anything about
Eyes and
Mechanica
irons.
would be able to recognize this.
I think the
Did you
other
put a
option is
stamp-
Better.
Hold on.
Other option is better. We don't worry about the queen. We don't.
Did
get
you
the
put
queen
a stamp
involved.
anywhere on her?
Of course.
Yeah, that checks.
Well, we're not gonna tell your mom, but she might figure it out.
I thank you all very much for what you've done. Genuinely, thank you. I cannot reward you right now, but just know that I will repay this. You have my word.
you do that.
I would also. No. I will have someone find you. Do not worry.
All right.
If you need someone to find us, Amador has a connection to us.
He knows our number.
Sabeyo,
Yes.
a good man.
Your Highness, in
Say any
addition, Asher is going to give her a coin. This will be a good way for you to contact me directly. If you start to feel any sort of separation or disassociation from your physical self, let me know immediately and I can come and do adjustments.
If I have any issues, I will be sure to send for you. Thank you.
Please do.
But I need to go reclaim my throne, and I need to set up a meeting with Lord Fionbor. So
Wait.
take time. Expect to hear from me in a few weeks. Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, and I'll send a message to Erasmo to head back to the capital in secret.
Might need to wait
I
for her to just.
believe that by the time he arrives at the capital, he will not need to be in secret any longer.
Once you're queen
Again.
again, you can just say goodbye to that treason charge.
Yes, and then I can have Erasmo do what he does best. And I can have him root out the rats from where they lie.
Horrifying statement, but I approve.
Well, if you need any help rooting out rats, we're called the Neighborhood Watch for a reason.
We are
Yes.
rootin' tootin'.
We're rooting too.
Guns blazing.
By the time,
Well-
I need to point out, by the time I am queen, moments of quiet may be few and far between for you all. You understand this, right?
You said this like we are not used to the fact that everyone is either in the process of killing each other around us, or actually, let's just put it this way: we've been implicated in I think 3 different crimes at this point that we were nowhere
yeah.
near. So
We were
Misunder-
hunted for
We're
sport
used to
for
this.
a little bit.
You misunderstand me, my dear Irons. By the time I am queen, all of North Eckhaze will know your name, and they will recognize you for the heroes you are.
Keep me out of it.
Hey,
did
Fitz.
not think of the art. Cool.
You might want to warn your dad before that news gets out.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
I have much to do. Now, how do I leave this place?
Well,
So-
you have 2
You wanna
options. One, we could put you directly back in your old room. If you want to go for the flair of the dramatic coming out going, "Hey fuckers, I am still alive, you failed." Or we could drop you off at the gate.
We can also really send you anywhere you want. The mirror, you just have
That's
to
a
think of a location and you
That's
can
right.
step through.
It's a one-way trip.
Oh, I just need to think of a location.
We
Yeah.
Oh, that makes us even easier. May I see this mirror?
Of
Yeah.
course. And Asher will bring her down the stairs because it's like near the door.
She's going right to the throne.
You will see that the queen
Suckers.
will lay her hand upon the mirror, and you will see that she will think of something, you're not sure what, and you'll see that the image changes, and you're looking out at what appears to be a night scene somewhere else. It's definitely quite dim, but you can see that there is what appears to be a small retinue of guards surrounding one man. And this man appears to be kind of older, but not old. He is certainly elven, you can say. He looks to be probably mid-aged. He's probably like 50s for an elf. And you see that he appears to be in what is something like a small open rooftop veranda is the best way of describing it. And he appears to be like reading several books, kind of like reading out loud to himself, talking about something. He's kind of muttering indistinctly. And he appears to be wearing very, very fine clothing. And to anyone who is aware of the south of Ekes and their politics, you would recognize this as the current regent, Lord Fiambior Ianra, the only survivor of the royal family during the war. And you will see that she will see this, and she will step through the mirror to speak to a dear old friend about the situation. And the mirror will return to a regular sheen.
What did we just do?
We just set the queen down in the center of South Ekes political
She
empire,
said he was her
essentially.
friend and he'll confirm her identity.
Which means South Ekes is also about to know what we did.
Great.
Great. Asher quit looking smug.
I just got that one on the fucking god. Take that, bitch.
Also, can you put the name in the chat, please, Connor?
Sure.
All right.
It's
Asher, that
Do
was
you-
like really cool.
Well, that was fucking cool.
yeah. Asher, your mom's gonna find out a lot sooner than you
I
want.
know. I'm going to go call her within the hour because it's.
Fit. I would recommend you do the same, Fitz.
Also, I just need to point out, anyone from South Ekes would know the story. By the time Orpheus met Fianbor, Fianbor was 15 at the time of his becoming lord.
Aw.
He was a child when his family was killed.
Aw.
So yes, he is a dear friend to her, because that is the person that they made peace with. So it is a very big deal for them.
Oh my god. This is what did we just do? Like, I'm saying this out of character. What the fuck did we just do?
We saved a monarchy and put our faces on every newspaper.
No one's wanted for anything,
Criminals
right?
say what?
No.
I think Granny is.
Not in this country.
Rizzy,
Not in this country.
Rizzy, remember that idea about the order system? We're gonna need to speed that up.
Very well.
Fitz, do you need me to send a message to your dad, or can you do that?
Oh, this should be fine. We're still standing in front of the mirror, right?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
everyone take turns calling who you need to call.
Fitz is gonna focus on his dad, and hopefully his mom is nearby. Just to be like, hey, there's family FaceTime.
It's like 8 o'clock at night, so they might be like eating dinner or something.
Yeah.
It's midnight.
It's the middle
They'll
of the
be
night.
together. They'll be asleep.
Do they sleep together on separate beds?
They absolutely sleep in the same bed. They are in love, Your Honor.
If you can be in love and sleep in separate beds.
Nah, jokes on you. Fitz's parents are Mormons.
No!
it was.
They sleep with a board between them.
I
no,
will
it was
kill
normal
everyone in
for-
this room.
It was normal for a really long
Sleeping in
time
the
for
same
especially more well-to-do folks to sleep in separate beds.
Yeah.
Except
Well,
mattresses
they
are
live on a
expensive,
farm.
So yeah.
They
so
they
would
they
farm
sleep
and
they sleep together.
They're in love.
Same bed
And
is
they're
a
adorable.
very
And
modern
Fitz's
thing.
dad is the little spoon, so
and
Suck
they're
on that.
hot.
And they're hot.
wondering
Hey
if they're
Fitz,
looking for
I need to ask, do you want to try to scry on your father now, or do you want to wait?
I don't know if Fitz is really thinking this through right now. Fitz is like, hey, the news is about to break. This is not gonna be good. It's just gonna be like, oh god, it's so late. Is it technically? What are the time zones? How are the time zones divided up in this?
Stop asking that
continent
question.
world?
Don't ask that question.
No, I want to know. No, I want to know.
It's midnight.
What time
Shut
is
up.
it?
Ekis is long, so.
What time is it
What
on the
time
little
is it in-
islands?
Yeah.
Midnight.
What time is it in Procretia right now?
Shut up.
Don't believe it. Midnight. It's midnight everywhere. There's one time
Shut
zone.
up. I don't care.
Connor, implement time zones into your map challenge.
Fuck off.
Midnight, except it's
Absolutely not.
midnight, except the sun is still setting.
Wait, are you saying we're China? Everywhere has the same time zone?
What I'm saying is I don't care.
I care
Wow.
deeply.
So,
If Connor wanted time zones, he would give me the map and have.
yeah, if
That's
I wanted
true.
time zones, I would give Cody the map and measurements. So, do you want to speak to your dad right now, or do you want to give it some time?
Right now, wake up. It's important.
Fitz, you call to speak to your father, and you will see that appearing in the image of the mirror is what appears to be your father and your mother laying in bed together. Your father is the small spoon. Your parents do not appear to be dressed, I will say, but the blankets are on them. And your father is still asleep.
Fitz has his eyes closed and goes, Dad! Wake up! Be so careful, but wake up! Things are bad. Well, they're good, but they're bad. You're about to hear a lot of news. We revived the Queen
What?
of the North. She's alive. We brought her back to life, and now we're gonna be heroes
What is
forever.
happening?
Hi!
Why are you
Oh,
calling
and
from a
well-
portal?
We found a mirror, and
You can open your eyes. The blankets are covered up.
I really don't want to.
Oh, Fitz,
But we
one
found
second.
a mirror.
Kids, your parents are hot.
Your pants are really
No
hot.
way! Stop looking! The Queen was dead in the north, and we brought her back to life, and now she's in the south talking to Lord Fiembor, and it's there.
What?
We did it, and we're gonna be heroes. And I thought
What?
you should be. We should let you know before the news broke.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to like wake up in the morning and be like, "Oh, my son's a national
It's
hero."
gonna take a
And
few weeks.
I don't know how long it's gonna take. They wanted to knight Frog. The Queen wanted to knight
What?
Frog because he bit someone and electrocuted him to
Stop.
death.
We're too.
What?
No. All right. What?
Hi. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
It's midnight.
These are my friends.
It's midnight.
That's Granny.
You,
I don't get the newspaper until 11. You could have waited several hours.
Well, it wouldn't have been today either. It would have been in like a week, but I really wanted you to know because I was scared I would forget, and then I would get a really upset call from you being like, "Why didn't you tell me you were saving the Queen's life?" And then
Okay.
I wouldn't have had an excuse, and I was nervous, and also I was just really excited about it, and I wanted to tell you.
Oh, that's great.
Also, the queen is a mechanica now.
She's a robot. Yeah.
So,
Can
hold
we
on one
talk in
second.
the morning?
Do you think this is a dream right now, out of curiosity?
Frog says hello.
We'll call you in the morning.
Bye, good night. Sleep well.
Alright, that's Fitz handled. Who wants to go next?
I'm not doing it now, so
I am
I
doing
knew
a
it was good.
voice call with my mother because I am not sure where she is or what she is doing right now.
I also would not trust your mother to not find a way to reverse work through the portal to kill you.
Oh, I'm sure she would know a way. Either that or she would just start shooting. All right, fuck it. This mom, and oh boy, I don't know. I don't know what she's doing right now.
Did Connor change the music?
I did.
Boss music starts playing. A health bar appears. Asher's mom.
Show us
You,
the hot tiefling.
You call for your mother, and you will see. I don't recall what your mother looks like. You'll need to describe that yourself.
She is what? I have her. She's 6'2". She is a human skin-toned tiefling with solid gold eyes, human feet and hands, very long tail, black hair, like night raven black hair, with ram's horns.
You will see the form of the tiefling that Jason's just described, currently working at a workbench of a sort. They will very quickly kind of snap their eyes over towards the portal. Sure. Very nice to see you. Bonjour.
I did a thing.
Science.
What is wrong?
Remember how we were working to figure out the thing with the queen in the north and trying to prevent bad things, and people were chasing and trying to kill us?
Yes.
We might start getting a lot of orders coming in for stuff when the rich people in the north see the queen.
What do you mean
They've
by
been
that?
responsible for restoring a monarchy. I'm sorry. I love you.
What did you do?
I may have reinstalled a monarchy.
Asher, what did you do?
Look, it was the best option at the time. I can kill her instantly if we need to. But
you brought back a queen?
Oh, great! It was the best option. I could just kill her at any time now. So
you restored a monarchy. You brought a monarchy back to the north.
Mama, listen.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Listen. She has the kill code in the body. I can just do it whenever we need to. But for right now,
so you're going to kill a queen?
I can.
Like you would if you got the chance,
we
Miss
need
Science.
her there right now because other than that, it was the. You want the Stonehearts being there right now? We don't have the people in place to take out the
Stonehearts. Put the queen back in power. That is the problem.
But the queen. No, because we talked about this. The last update that you gave me, you did not have the people in place to take out the Stonehearts. So having the queen in the place to take out the Stonehearts is a better option because then I can just kill the queen whenever we need to kill the queen.
You could butcher a bunch of racists. You can't take a queen off of a fucking throne.
Yeah, you can.
It is not that simple.
Mama, she is in one of my bodies.
Oh, good. So the Irons family is going to be responsible for the death of a queen?
No, she could just disappear.
That's not how that works. Asher.
Yeah, it is. Of course how that works.
No! This is not how that works.
Granny's got some popcorn.
I technically have the ultimate blackmail.
This is not how that works. You have.
It is how it works.
This argument will continue for several minutes.
Can I cut in at one point to back Asher up?
Yes,
I will.
And the response is, you were supposed to stop him from doing stupid things.
To be fair, I kind of did it because she's the only way I could get my spouse and child back. So, like, you know, cared more about my family at the moment.
I mean, you don't control me, so.
also, no, I'm going to end this right here because she was potentially in the process of actually disbanding the monarchy.
There's no potential. Erasmo, her son, told us outright she was dismantling it.
See?
She's really the best one to have on the throne. She was murdered.
Granny.
Hi.
No, the best queen to have on the throne is none.
No queen.
Given the situation.
Wait, given the situation, it is cheaper to be able to be in the queen's ear, quite literally, dismantle the monarchy, and then we still have a puppet for the government.
The conversation does not go cleanly with Asher, and it will take up the next half hour.
I have a question. Does Asher's dad or any of their siblings come in because of the yelling?
There will be at least one Asher sibling that shows up in the background for
Slag
like,
is
briefly.
the only one that's there.
And
Slag
you
is
see
the only
that
one that's there.
you see that Slag will also start backing out of the room once the arguing is happening.
Hey, Rob, I got some.
I'm gonna
more
overrule you
materials
on that, Connor. Slag would be eating, and he would just have a plate of food and just eating food and just watching this whole fucking thing.
He's
Also,
literally doing what the rest of us are doing on our side.
Yeah.
Like, I just waved
What, because
to him.
I haven't described Slag yet either. Slag
He's hot.
is 6'8", somewhere around 325, pure muscle, like more muscly than Karlak, taller than Karlak. Never wears a shirt.
This is Iron Bull.
How
You just
is-
described an
how
Iron
is
Bull.
Fizz looking?
Like a younger Iron Bull. Yeah.
If you see Fizzy's face, she looks at Slag, and you see a lot of just like a look of like very familiarity, because she also has a brother who is very similar in like
Hey,
stature and.
I think.
Does
might
Fitz have
be,
hard eyes?
Your cheeks are looking a little red there, bud.
We can't feel the furnace through the mirror. He's hot, isn't he?
That's a
I
fat
don't-
piece of meat right there.
Asher kind of lost. Asher kind of lost.
I
the
don't-
genetics,
Where did all the height go?
I don't agree with the objectification of an extremely hot.
Slag took the height.
Is Slag taking
brother.
off?
Hey, you want to make
no,
it worse?
look,
Slag is
I'm
his younger brother.
After
Ooh.
I may have lost on the genetic lottery in literally every way, except for the
Ah,
brain.
you're cute,
I got the brains. Granny, literally my whole entire family, including the one human sibling that they have, are all taller than me.
Height doesn't make a stud.
All stronger and arguably much better constitution.
Arguably, Slag.
I don't
Right.
think he wants involved in this.
What happened? So, keep in mind, everyone here, Slag is about 8 years younger than me. At what point could you pick me up? It was somewhere around 5 or 6.
yes,
Right.
Where'd all those muscles come from?
Is a blacksmith.
Asher's
At 5
dad is
years old.
Phoenician.
Oh, we start
Ash-
early.
Muscle tumbler.
Are you the middle? You're the middle, right?
Well, one lower than the middle. I have an older sister who is human.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you were the youngest, but I guess that's wrong.
That's
No, he
Slag.
just give youngest sibling
I'm
energy.
The youngest. Slag, I'm
Mhm.
also the youngest of a big family. Although I think my family's bigger than yours. To be fair. So I have 9 siblings.
Asher, is your mom done yelling at you yet?
the yeah, like I said, the argument goes until about 1 o'clock in the morning, in which case the conversation then ends.
You can trust us to figure out how to make this best work. Worst case scenario, the secret police in South Ekes and I are unfortunately getting along pretty well recently.
I have nothing else to say to you.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It was nice meeting you.
I thought the queen was rather nice. Nice.
The nicest queen is a dead queen.
Well, she was the.
Is she gonna
Isn't it a
discount-
nice queen that's gonna like disband the monarchy? Monarchy?
A manarchy.
Down with the man.
Her story.
Manarchy.
Well, if you need the queen to disappear, I can make it happen, Mama.
All right, that kill switch is honestly more disturbing than the machine itself.
Not in all of his creations, even his own arm.
True story.
So anybody else need to speak through the mirror, or are there any other things you guys wish to do?
And he doesn't have anyone to contact.
Darius's parents don't even know what the politics in Eke's look like.
Yeah, I don't think Fizzy's parents are gonna care very much about this. Like, this does not matter to her.
There's someone who should be called, but she will not call them because she doesn't want to tell them Tana is dead.
Can I do that in the morning, not at 1 a.m.?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the smartest option. We kind of bullied Asha into doing it at this time. Sorry, Asha.
You
I
won't.
just thought it was gonna be funny, and it was.
It was hilarious.
Who's?
Hey, Asher.
I gotta ask.
Later with that.
I gotta ask who in the family, who here in the cart has a room that has a window that looks out? Fizzy, Asher, Darius.
I can't imagine I would.
Not only does Fizzy have a room that looks out, she has like a little bubble that she we established at the beginning. She's like a little bubble that she sits in.
Yeah.
And like
I'd
she would
Okay.
probably be doing that after.
I'd raise my hand if Tom was still alive.
Yeah.
The
1, 2, 3.
the main room has windows as well.
3. Got it. Fizzy,
Okay, that makes sense.
at a certain point, you have to return back to your room. You aren't going to be going to sleep. It's, well, as sleeping goes, that's not really an option right now. Not after all the arguing. That was too much fun. But you do need to return back to your room briefly. And as you're doing so, you will see that standing at the window of your cart, there is what appears to be the head of a big mahogany-colored Clydesdale that is just kind of looking in at the window.
She'll wave because it's a fucking horse. She'll wave and then she'll cast with that on herself. Immediately.
I do have to message something.
Nope.
She's gonna make it to like the because like you can rearrange the room,
Yes.
right? So
Mhm.
she's gonna make it so that like the hole is now just like an empty, then she can just like talk. Ah.
Can't hear you, buddy.
I said, do you not talk? Because I did cast speak with animals myself.
Shakes his head no.
Interesting. Why do you not talk? Are you a person?
It will go, and it shakes his head no again. Clop, clop.
Is there someone riding? Is there someone on the horse?
No.
Okay. I can't help you if I don't know what's happening.
It kind of nods its head.
Do you need?
It'll kind of stop and cock its head slightly, kind of like back and forth, like it means maybe.
I'm sorry. I'm just casting the spell. It's spell's cast. Okay.
Whose horse is that?
Was there someone riding you, or
It will grunt and shake its head. Yes.
do you know where they went? Do you want us to follow? Maybe, is that person hurt? They just leave you?
Shakes its head no.
Do they need help?
Yes. It shakes its head yes.
Are they far?
No.
Hey guys, I have a horse who can't talk, which is super weird.
Super weird.
Who's got a person on them? Are they dangerous? Is that person dangerous? Are we gonna have to fight them if we go over there?
It shakes its head no.
I think someone needs help.
What time is it?
It's late. I know.
It's like 4
We
a.m.
just woke up an hour ago. It's fine. We're fine. But can we see about that, Asher?
Of course.
Okay. Okay, so you go to where the person is, and we're gonna follow you in the car, okay? Say this, of course. by the
Oh
way.
yeah, I figured. Jake said
Okay.
yes.
And to the rest of the group, we're like, I don't know, prepare to fight if something is bad. I don't.
Fizzy.
Yeah.
It's a familiar. Or a summoned steed. That's why it can't talk.
Oh.
Just for future reference, so if you try to talk to something that's an animal and it
I remember. Because of I know Frog. I can't talk
Ruby.
to Frog or Reuben, so I remember that. That didn't occur to me. I'm dumb. No, I'm not dumb.
It's
but-
okay. I figured I'd tell you so you wouldn't think there was something wrong.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're familiar?
It'll nod
Or a
its head.
steed? Or a steed? A
It'll nod its
steed,
head.
like a summoned steed? Because I
Yeah.
know that you can. Okay. So yeah, we'll follow you.
It'll nod its head and it'll start walking.
Okay, we'll follow the cart.
It's moving very, very relaxed. It's not rushing towards the location. It's not running. It's just kind of sauntering.
Okay.
And eventually, it will lead you towards one of the areas, one of the parks in Hargrak. It is effectively a patch of planted greenery that's been brought from the the upside of the mountainous area nearby. It's basically been brought down here and transplanted. It's a nice little spot of greenery in what is ordinarily a very gray city. Cody, would you care to describe your character?
Oh boy. Let me just pull it. So you see a fairly tall person, a bit under 6 feet. Heavily muscled with broad shoulders and wide waist. Atop his head is very messy brown hair and kind of wild eyes with large prominent teeth. His skin is a golden beige in color. It's a full beard trimmed down to 2 inches. Currently, he is wearing a full heat-tempered steel blue plate mail with a leather belt that has a large sword on one side and a pretty sizable handgun on the other. And underneath it, you can see the traces of a sleeveless turtleneck that looks almost poured into, with very tight pants and steel-toed boots.
It's just, I lost it at the sleeveless turtleneck. Hell yeah.
Can we see the art now?
Yes.
Show us the heart.
I finished it like 20 minutes before session. You
Becca!
might notice it's not in armor because there was no way I was gonna do a full plate of armor in time.
Hey yo.
At least one person has gone Ayo.
No, I'm there. Yeah. Cody, your character's hot. Congratulations.
Yeah, I got the description and I was like, I think he's made it specifically for this group.
I rolled random. I rolled random. I just happened to do a strength character and I was like, I can work with this.
Cody's like, I have the chance to do something hilarious.
Funniest thing ever. So like she'll like look out the like hole. This yours? This your horse?
You have found Balus. That must mean that the cart belongs to the Irons family.
It does. Sure, Irons.
He would have definitely opened.
As your service. What is your name?
Ignatius Tamarel. Mr. Irons, there is something I would like to discuss with you. Preferably in private.
Just kind of giving him a once over. Okay. If you would like to come in, just around the back on the porch.
Well, he'll go around and as he's stepping up, there is a noticeable shift from the weight before.
Okay. Asher will kind of fluff out his coat a little bit and let a couple bomb bots climb into the inside of the coat. Like, okay, all right.
Yeah, if you need anything, just scream.
Oh, I'm sure I will, unless I go down immediately.
Pretty sure we'll hear the thump.
If it would make you more comfortable, I can leave weapons at the door.
No, it's not necessary.
Guys, I just rolled my oracle die. Guys, it's a natural 20.
Perfect.
Nice.
Yippee!
That's a good one. I apologize, monsieur. It has been a day. Isaac was the name?
Ignatius.
Ignatius. My apologies. Ignatius. We've had a lot going on recently, monsieur. We've had some people think that they could pull some shit, if you will. Please do not take the extra caution as a sign of distrust. If you would, please. And we'll motion him into the living area with the couches and the fire pit.
The second they passed, Darius is gonna look at Granny.
Fine piece of meat that guy is, isn't he?
Which...
Oh, is that not what you wanted to talk about?
No, I was going there. I just needed someone else to say it. My spouse who's still detoxing in my room, feel like I shouldn't say that out loud right now.
Yeah, you are married, aren't you?
It's an open relationship.
So you're saying
Granny.
No. I'm kidding.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Unless.
Unless.
Nah, that'd be too weird. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're fun to flirt with, but man. No.
Yeah, I'm kind of a head case. Yeah, I'm a little. I got it. But yeah, he's
anything
hot,
to drink,
right?
monsieur?
Nothing at the moment.
Right. Well, if you are looking for an irons, you have found one.
Specifically you, Asher.
Oh?
He sits down and will say, I will be light on the details in case if you choose to walk away.
Okay, you have my curiosity.
Irons, there is a cult in that case. Inspired by the King in Yellow incident 30 years ago, they seek to summon an extraplanar being into this world.
Not this again. Okay.
Their method is what might intrigue you.
Okay.
They're following rumors that Termini built a gateway to other planes. And they are stopping at nothing to pursue it, including attempting to gather whatever other artifacts they can find that might lead them there. I cannot allow this to happen, and thus I came to the only person who might be able to get to those objects first, and that would be you.
Okay. I have so many questions. First of all, the fuck. Second, why? Third, realistically, the first two don't matter. Where did you get this information about anything to do with the Determinate? The man is a genius. Don't get me wrong. Where did this rumor come up?
So he's going to reach up and start removing the plate armor on his left arm. And you'll see from shoulder down to elbows this tattoo of these inky black tendrils. And say, this is the mark that they wear on the cult members, or on the people who they deem to risk sacrificing to find these objects. I was able to survive in a nest of elephants. And through this, I learned the true motive. I've since left the group after garnering whatever information I could.
Right. Fuck it. I am helping. I still have questions. You are not going anywhere. Rizzy, gin and tonic, triple, please. Okay. Elephants. Did you find out from them directly that it was... that I had a connection to it, the Termini stuff, or is the code looking for me specifically?
I do not believe they know anything about you.
Okay.
I got my information from the curator of a museum here in the northern part of the country.
Reminded me to kill that man. Okay. We can worry about that later. So. A cult who is entangled with the King in Yellow
More like
is
inspired by.
inspired by. All right. Is going after an Determinate portal. Oh, old man, what did you do? Okay. I am going to have to start drinking after these kinds of days. This is getting fucking ridiculous. Okay.
How many of us are eavesdropping on this conversation? Because so all of us are pressed with our ears to the door for this conversation. Kaz isn't.
It's out in the living room. All right. Well. Better question. Why not? Why come to me?
Well, personally, I do not care what happens with artifacts as long as they remain outside of the cult's hands. Given your previous experience with them, as the only person in modern history to have discovered one of the artifacts, you seemed the best option for finding the others.
I mean, I am good. There is no doubt. You are correct in your decision to come to me. Are we just trying to find them, or are we trying to take on the cult as well? Because if you are looking for somebody to take on the cult, go to the Green Knights. that is what they do. Like, they dismantle shit like that. They're way better at fighting things like that than I am.
If we can get to the artifacts first, then fighting should not be necessary. However, should it come to it, I do plan on getting them and anyone else I can involved.
You look like you have that part handled. I'm less worried about that. I'm very good at finding things. My friends and I are good at strategically acquiring items, equipment, and relocating it to alternate locations. We are very good at that. I was more just I want to make sure that we're not trying to take on a cult. This group is not good for that.
No, I'm afraid that if a confrontation with the cult happened, they are hidden within a larger organization, the majority of its members which are completely oblivious to the cult's existence. And unfortunately, if direct confrontation occurred, there might be a large number of casualties.
Yeah. Okay. Two things. The first, I would get this information to the Green Knights so they can do something about the cult at large. Again, they are good at doing this kind of thing. And we very may well run into someone like that along the way. Because two, we are going to go ahead and help you out with this. You don't have any financial interest in any of the artifacts. You don't want to keep any of them for yourself. This is purely just they're awful. I want to keep them from doing bad things.
I would not even begin to comprehend how to properly use them.
All right, perfect. You are perfect for the job. Everybody, we know where we're going next.
Davis, who has not even tried to be subtle about eavesdropping halfway through this conversation. What?
Come on. You already know half the conversation. At least.
I know the whole conversation.
All right, good. Guys, you want to steal some valuable shit? I will yell again later.
The cold, dead look.
Who wants to go? Is everybody here?
I think at this point, when you yelled for everyone to come.
Hey. Who wants to go find the Tremini portal and keep a cult from summoning an elder chore that has already tried to come into this world?
Can we do something normal?
Nope.
Well, in fairness, I didn't join this group to do normal things, I guess.
I don't know what normal is, so.
The closest Tremini spot is to the north of here.
So,
near the Eternal Wood.
Which direction was it that you came from? Or do you have an inkling on where they're supposed to be?
I have no details on where they are. That was
Beautiful.
information only privy to the higher-ups within this cult. However, last place I was, there were some tunnels near the coast.
Would that have been a spot?
Cody is very much referring to the location that you guys were near, where you guys ran into some illithids.
Okay, so that is the one. All right.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
I believe
forgot about that.
it is this one right here.
Yes.
Because that is also
Yep.
the most publicly known about spots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because we went to this
That's
one.
where.
That was the materials. This one was the illithids. Yep.
This is also where we met he.
Yeah, he was. We communicated with him at that one. All right.
There's actually 2 Determinate places near here. One directly to the east and one toward the north. Yeah. Pretty close to this one, honestly. Maybe a couple days ride.
We are. We could go there, and if it has some sort of communication portal, I could contact he and see if he would be able to give any other information. If he can't give me anything, I could call the old man up myself.
Yeah,
It's okay because apparently at this point I am just having very difficult conversations with people that get very mad at me when I ask them questions.
I don't think he wanted to talk to you at all.
No, he did not. But he does
pretty
not
quickly
have
hung up.
he does
We're
not
persistent.
have a choice at this point.
Do you wanna- You're young.
Granny,
I'm
Yes.
older.
Granny, in the past couple of weeks, I have found out that an ancient artificer that I have been working on expanding on their work is still alive. I have found out that I am at war with a god, and I brought a queen back from the dead and put her in a body of my creation. At this point,
I was
It's
saying
fucking-
if you piss him off, that means that's a hella old wizard on our tail.
I mean, at this point, the line is around the block of those kinds of people. So, like, one more? Sure, why not? Hey, you know, this gentleman, it comes in the door, and here I am getting ready to whip out weapons and start throwing bombs at him. Okay, this is life now. Okay, guys,
Huh?
you ready to steal some shit?
What are we stealing?
A determinate shit.
Oh.
Really, really, really expensive a determinate shit.
Wait, who the fuck is this?
The old
Kaz.
artificer dude.
Kaz, where have you been?
In my room, mourning. Come on, guys! Someone still died!
Oh,
Wait.
I know.
We know. And we're still going to try to get our money back. But hey, if we can get to all of these determined stuff, we can put another one on the board against that god and put me one step closer to putting a bullet through his eye.
I mean, sure, I guess.
I shall do my best to safeguard all of you.
You look like you could take a hit, so that's more than most of us could say.
Probably a good thing. I've died once. Not
I've almost
pleasant.
died a couple times.
Hey, Mister,
And
if you would like to introduce yourself to the rest of the group, the rest of the group can introduce themselves to you.
Yes. Ignatius Tamarel.
Iggy.
Yeah, just like, can we call you Iggy? That's a bit of a mouthful.
Let's go down the list. The one who looks like she's been crying is Kaz. The monkey on her shoulder is Reuben. Don't let him touch anything you care about. 50-50, he'll eat it or bite it or take it.
Yes, as fiends are prone to do.
You already know Asher.
Alright, we're just gonna walk right by that one.
Yeah. Wait, how do you?
Asher's got a reputation, if nothing else.
No, no.
No!
No, the fact that this random stranger just pointed out that Reuben is a fiend.
I've been
Just gonna walk past that?
Yeah, I
I've
was.
been trained to sense various types of beings. As I So, the moment
Paladin! This is what I wanted you to play.
This place, I thought it necessary to take stock of the situation.
Anyways, moving past the fiend monkey. Oh, if you know that's a fiend monkey, this is a cat that's a fiend. This one talks though. I wouldn't recommend talking to it. It's not friendly.
Give me your soul, Paladin.
I would sooner remove your existence from the face of this plane.
Challenge accepted,
Wish
fuckboy.
you would.
He comes back if you kill him. We tried.
And he just leaves his gross, disgusting body behind.
Yeah. It's nasty.
Going through the list. Pale Tiefling. Pale Tiefling? Pale Drow, it's your turn.
Busy. Hi.
Nerdy Elf. That's you.
I'd like you to redo that, actually.
You don't want
What
to
would you prefer to be called?
I'd like you to be nicer, actually, in your introduction to me. I'd like you
I
to take that
didn't
one
think
from the
Nerdy
top.
I didn't think Nerdy Elf was mean, but okay.
Mean.
How about the dashing,
Intelligent.
handsome, intelligent elf?
Intelligent.
Bookish, perhaps. Nerdy is derogatory. I'm Fitz, by the way. Bookish, as I said. Not
Old woman?
All right, old woman. Everyone just calls me Granny. So that's what you can call me too.
Because that's what you told us to call you.
Yes.
You literally told us the first time we met you
Because
to call you
everyone calls
Granny.
me Granny.
because you tell them to.
Well, no, other people started doing it first. It's just when I
It's
meet
this
You
circular
literally-
logic thing that's going on here. Do you see what's happening here?
You literally do not introduce yourself by name. You
Well,
introduce
that's
yourself
because
as Granny.
That's because I left town. Everyone that I knew back at where is the town name again? Giran.
Yeah, get
That
on.
was my name. It's just a lot of them call me Granny. And walking around and possibly being public, you see the
Bounty on your
connection
head.
here.
Mouse. Yeah, what Asher said.
Mouse?
Oh.
Also,
not
this
hear
is,
what-
this is Frog.
I did not hear what Asher said because my voice was still in my ears.
Asher said, and the massive bounty on your head.
Yeah, well, he doesn't
Mhm.
know that.
Darius
These gentlemen
Barriette.
escaped the cult.
Yeah. could still
I would
want him
introduce
healthy.
you to my wife, but you're gonna be in the cart for a little bit, right?
Presumably.
Cool. Then it's important for you to know we do have changelings currently chained up in here. We're purging their systems, and there's a room full of sleeping people that you should not go into unless you want to pass out and end up in
Maybe
another.
people are not
No,
in
that's
here
in the
anymore.
tower now.
They're not in
They're
here.
in the
anymore.
tower.
Mhm.
Right.
You don't
also
have to
a
worry
tower.
about the
Our friend
sleeping
is taking
people.
care of him. So
You don't
We
have
do
to worry
have a
about our
homeless
homeless
man
friend.
that He's not really homeless now, is he? Though we gave
No,
him
he's
a
not.
tower.
He is
the home
employed.
is the tower.
Wait.
He's agoraphobic though. He doesn't like outside.
Right.
Yeah.
That's hard.
The robots are fine. They're your friends. They're not going to hurt you.
Who is he? But she's
Wait.
probably hiding.
Your other proclivities are of no concern to me.
You don't have a bounty, dude. That's just a little concerning if you do.
Yeah.
We've already got enough people here with bounties. We don't need any more.
I do
Do we
not.
still have bounties?
Nor have I ever hunted for a bounty.
Well, my bounty's completely unrelated to anything else that we've
Yes.
done.
We still gotta travel with you. So you still have bounty when we travel with you.
You said you're not interested in collecting bounties, so that is good.
Sometimes my weapons talk out loud, don't mind them.
Mm-hmm.
It's normal.
Nice.
They're quite kind.
I have to check something.
You will have to. Honestly, this is. Look, you came to me. We're helping you. This is all part of it. We're just warning you ahead of time.
Welcome to the Irons Cart.
Can I run an insight check on this guy?
Oh, yes, you may.
He is a paladin, so his deception's probably not bad.
Well, it depends on if I'm rolling.
26.
deception.
Yeah.
What are you trying to insight?
If your motives are pure. If you're like being honest, honestly.
Well, I can tell you, they're honest, but like the objective is honest. The reason why it hasn't been said yet. Just like they're not hiding it; they just haven't said it.
Okay. Question. I think we're gonna address that then. I have a question. So like why? Why do you care about these? Like, I know you said the stuff about the cult or whatever, but like why?
Miss Drow.
Busy.
Busy. I was there the day the sky cracked.
Oh?
I watched as people fell to panic. I have family on this continent, and I would not see them suffer.
Full reason.
Yes.
Okay. I understand that, I guess. You know. I don't know. I was very young and underground when the sky cracked. I've only heard stories, so like I don't know.
I was an adult, but I was underground a while away.
It was not a great day.
I mean, sounds scary.
It was scary.
All the stories that I've heard about it are so.
No offense to you, Iggy, because I'm calling you Iggy. I'm so sorry. I can't say Ignatius.
Assigned Iggy
by Busy and Jairus.
The Drows decide your name.
Yep. No, truly. No offense to you, but I don't know you. I do know Asher though, and I want to help Asher. So if this is what Asher wants to do, I'm okay with doing it.
I will add this for anyone who has any doubts. I have read about some of the other things that the Termini was experimenting on. While I have not read anything from him specifically about having done the extra planar part of moving around, keep in mind that the Termini had a permanent network of precision teleportation platforms between all of his places. Permanent. In fact, they still work if the platform itself is in place. That is a step above what it would take to build a portal to other dimensions. So this is way within what he would be able to do. And there are a lot of questions about where he got his information from and where he got some of these materials from. Though even if he did come up with everything on his own, which does not diminish whether he did or didn't, doesn't diminish what he did, because he still did it. Anyone with half a brain and clearly enough motivation could take what he already had established and with just a couple of tweaks at least get one use out of it if it exists. So, and what? Per the stories, depending on which story you believe, either everything went weird for a bit and, everyone just had a mass hallucination, or the sky changed for a month. Whichever one of those you choose to believe.
I need to say the crack in the sky has never gone away. It's always cracked. But the change in the stars, that is a thing that people still debate.
Yep. And that's what Ash was referring to.
Gotcha.
So, either way, if this technology exists, I'd like to keep it out of anyone else's hands, especially a certain god who already took one of our friends. Plus, we can find a bunch of expensive shit and make a lot of money.
The true motivator. Capitalism.
Far from. All right. If there's not anything that any of us need to do here, I don't see any point in wasting any time.
All right. Party?
Ignatius, Monsieur, Asher will create a door. This room is yours. If you have any specific requests or anything like that, we will make sure that this room is up to whatever standards it is that you have. So you're good to go.
Your hospitality is appreciated.
It is the way of the Irons family, Monsieur.
So, the party, now with one additional member, will begin making their way east of Hargrak to the nearest location that they have found from the Ettertremonite Blastsphere. We'll pick that up next session. Also, all of you level up. You're level 9 now.
That was.
Jace,
I
do
feel
not
like we just
doubt.
leveled up.
We did a lot.
Rotation circle.
I will point out, we did from 8 to 9. We did a lot.
We did.
So-
We did just,
That means I got
completely
another
massive.
ASI. Because I'm getting fighter 6.
Would you guys quit dabbing?
No.
Jace, quit being a bad influence.
I literally drew the dab emote for their channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I use it all the time.
It is so good. But hey, thank you everyone for watching. We appreciate you being here. If you enjoy this, make sure to spread the word and let people know what it is we're doing here. So that way, hey, your friends can come and join you while it is that you're experiencing this story. Yeah, really cool moment that we are rolling into. Some interesting stuff is coming up. So now is a great time to check it out. If you need a refresh on any of the things that have been covered, great way to do so is to check out YouTube, youtube.com/@dicefunctional, where you can check out all of those previous episodes. And hey, if you want to make sure to catch these things live as they happen, Saturdays at around 4 p.m. Eastern. And hey, it's a crazy time, especially if you're one of those people that's watching these live. It's a crazy time with the holidays right now. So whatever it is, make sure that you take care of yourself. And if doing so is spending that time with us, we appreciate you being here. But that is going to do it all for this episode. Say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.